As a player, you must carry a certain weight when you know that your country has a chance to make history, as is the case with Scotland. But that is surely something to thrive on.
Absolutely is. You see the two captains there. Plessis, he's 38 years old, plays in France. Bassi, he's been the goalkeeper for as long as I can remember for Haiti. And then Robertson, what a player he's been for Liverpool. Going to have a move, and he will have the weight of all of Scotland on his shoulders.
All right, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Extra Time TV. This is Andre Sooklal. As promised, we have the game here with James. James is all dressed up in his Scottish apparel, ready to battle. I have my Scottish jersey on. They're going to take on Haiti. The game is going to start in a couple minutes, so we're going to get ready. I'm going to grab some drinks. They're going to join us. James is going to take it away for a couple minutes. For everybody, we're live on YouTube, Twitch, and on TikTok. So everybody out here, the World Cup fever is going on. The last game, Brazil took on Morocco. That game ended 1-1. And, we'll talk about that afterwards. But that favors us, James.
Yeah,
so, James, let's hear it.
I cannot wait. I mean, obviously, I'm speaking over you as well because I'm so excited with this one. As I say, anybody that's watching, I promised, I delivered. I'm going to stand up quickly. I'm in my kilt. I'm in my Scottish wear. You'll see it a bit more as the stream goes on, but my heart is pounding. Now, This is a huge game for us, and I cannot wait.
Yes. So I love it because we're chatting. See, Kingley's already in there. And folks, you can let me know if the audio is okay. If it's too loud, if it's not too loud, whatever, we'll do that. And, we'll do this. So James, we'll be taking front and center today. I'll be controlling the score screen. And everybody else feel free to jump in. And all the Scots people, this is not limited to Trinidad and Tobago. Everybody around the world can join in. And it's great to experience this because as somebody who's from Trinidad and Tobago, I know that feeling, James. I mean, you've experienced it in 1998. You could tell us about that before we start. And, I'm going to step away for a second and James is going to guide you guys through, how he feels and I'm going to grab some drinks. So enjoy, folks.
Yeah, I remember when we got to France 98, I would have been probably 14, 15. Great feeling. I mean, I wanted to be there as a player as well, so it's amazing that obviously all those years later, we're back, and I really hope we can deliver tonight. I mean, the views at that stadium, wow, it's absolutely phenomenal. I mean, with the Scottish flag there, the Haitian flag there, obviously the players now lining up, just waiting to sing the national anthems. But wow, the atmosphere is phenomenal. It's buzzing, and what I would give to be one of those players on the field, because this is an experience, once in a lifetime. And wow, I don't know what to say, but yeah, 1998, I remember John Collins, for example, scoring the penalty, I think it was against Brazil. We actually ended up getting knocked out in the last game against Brazil. But I hope we can go a little further this time, as we see the Haitian national anthem coming on. But what an experience, especially for the younger generation, because I have a 12-year-old Broden, so I hope he's watching. He's getting to see Scotland go to a World Cup so early, earlier than I did, and I think that's a wonderful thing. I mean, Trinidad obviously made it 2006, so most of obviously the fans out there got to experience it. So for him to experience this, a little younger than me, is great. But I mean, when you see that crowd, when you see the people there, and as I say, anybody tuning in, I see Kingley, as I say, he's talking my prediction for Haiti to win 3-2 versus Scotland. Well, I hope not, Kingley, but you know what? We're all entitled to our opinion. I actually think it'll be we'll put a little bit more out. I think Scotland will win 3-1. I think we have a very balanced team this time, with Hickey coming in right back and Robertson left back. And the only weakness I would say Scotland has is probably Hanley at the back's a little slower, but Henry coming in gives us obviously that cover. We've went with Gunn. We've seen the national anthem there.
Drinks, baby.
I mean, the whole stadium sounds like it's singing the Scottish national anthem there. McTominay, Gannon Doak, Ferguson, Che Adams, Hendry, McGinn. Wow, what a team, what a team. And as I say, the beauty of it this time around is it's a more balanced team. So anybody else in the chat and the make sure you let us know what you think. How do you think the game's going to go? Because it's a huge night, especially with the draw 1-1 with Morocco and Brazil. We could go a win tonight and then go top of the group, or Haiti could do the same. So it's a huge experience. I mean, obviously there's Steve Clark there. He's done so well, you know, as the Scottish coach. He got us to a Euros, another one, and then obviously to a World Cup is what he wanted. And the crowd looks pumped, Andre. Really, really pumped there, you know. And they're wearing that shirt that Andre has on, you know.
Yes,
so,
yes. I'm showing my love, folks.
But very, very proud moment, and I wish I was in the stadium.
I know.
I'm not doubting that I don't want to be here, but yeah, I'd rather be there.
I know I'm going to be second fiddle today because this is James. He deserves it. I mean, as a Scotsman, I'm excited for you. As you all know, I have a lot of love for Scotland as well. The guys are walking out, and James, I can't even imagine, but I can't imagine a little bit. You know, as I remembered when I saw Trinidad and Tobago on the world stage, how proud I felt. So, let me know how you feel right now.
No, I mean, I think it's like being a player, you know, you have those butterflies in your stomach because you care about what you do. Well, I know how good the Scotland team can be, but there's always that little doubt in the back of your mind that, we're that good if we show up. So, I hope we do show up. We have some talented players, let's say McGinn, McTominay, Ferguson, Shankland now, who's obviously went to Rangers. It's a big opportunity for him. Che Adams, they have a nice partnership. Obviously, both teams actually playing a 4-4-2. So it'll be interesting to see who comes out the blocks and who starts well, and ultimately who can get the result.
Yes. And the good thing about this is we're going to get raw, unfiltered emotion from somebody. I mean, I could have done the stream, everybody in the chat, the regulars like Athena who just came in. Good night, Athena. Kingley, my prediction, Haiti to win. Okay, so hopefully that's not the case. James and I are supporting, but I know there's CONCACAF love in the house. So, share, let us know your thoughts. How do you think it's going to go? And like I said, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And you're getting a unique experience from a Scotsman, which, I think we couldn't do any better than this. If I did a live stream by myself, it wouldn't be the same. But, having James on here, we'll be doing a lot of these. We'll have Terry, former English player who played against Maradona. He'll be coming. But right now, we're not talking about the English. We're talking about the Scots. I can only understand. James is putting on a very strong face for you here, folks. I know how emotional he is. And we are ready to do this. So I'm going to step off and make sure I get the timeline right. And, when the game starts, we'll see it on the screen as well. And we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. It's casual. Everybody can join and share with your friends. And, of course, people, I know sometimes we have international viewers as well that come in. So anybody from Scotland who's supporting Scotland, welcome. And, we hope the algorithm connects us all. And if you know anybody who's from Scotland would like the stream, send it to them. Like, subscribe, share. And we're seeing the lineups now, James. We're seeing the lineups.
I'm looking through. Obviously, we know Johnny Placid, how you pronounce it. Obviously, very experienced goalkeeper from the CONCACAF region. Obviously, Perrault is the other one that's dangerous. We know that. And they've most of the players playing in France, 1 or 2 in Germany. And it's looking like they're going to go a 4-4-2 with obviously the 18, which is Isidore and Perrault up top. It'll be an interesting team. They have an experienced coach in Minier. And we'll see what they can bring. But like I say, this next team coming up here, Angus Gunn gets the call over Craig Gordon, Andy Robertson captain, legendary player, Henry and Hanley at the back with Hickey right back. McGinn, I think, will play on the left to start with, Lewis Ferguson, McTominay in the centre. Doak will play on the right with Che Adams and Shankland up top. Excellent team, I think, well-balanced team, and I really think they will give Haiti it right from the go, and that's what we want. We want to see a team. We saw America last night come out and they went for it. I hope Scotland do the same.
Yes, and we're seeing people already in the TikTok as well. So folks, we're on Twitch, TikTok, and on YouTube. So people on TikTok, I see Sean is in here. So people following as well. So join in as well. We'll be doing this for the World Cup, folks. We're connected at all levels. We're not just going to do the boring tactical talk, but we're going to have some fun. And it's very unique to have somebody like James. So I'm going to make sure I get the timeline right. So James is going to take over for a few seconds. And when we kick off, I'll be back.
And the one thing I would say, it's all about this, the World Cup trophy in my hands here. I mean, this is what it is now. Chances are both of these countries are not necessarily going to be playing for it. You never know. I hope we can, but
you never know, dude.
That's what it's all about, that trophy there, or getting as far as you can for your country. As we see, obviously, both teams getting their huddle, getting their last few seconds of, inspiration from the players. I have to say, Andre, that stadium is absolutely magnificent. It really is. Wow. I mean, I'm breathtaking as you see McGinn there. The Scottish team ready. They're ready to go, and I can't wait. Am I seeing a little nerves on them there? I mean, these guys have been waiting for it for a long time. And there we go. So both teams line up. Kickoff going to happen, and let's hopefully see we can get a great result in this match.
As soon as I blow the whistle, I press play and the clock is on.
So the nerve, the heart starting to pound a little bit, Andre.
Yes, I can see it in James' face, folks. And I understand perfectly well how he's feeling. That's why we did this. You can't fake this kind of emotion.
So looking like we're really going to press them. They've got everybody forward, both sides. It's going to be a ball back probably and put into one of the channels. There's the man there, Shankland. He's the talisman for Scotland. 7 seconds to go. And wow, I can feel the emotion already.
3, 2, 1.
And Scotland's World Cup is going to kick off any second now. There we go.
There we go.
And it's on.
Yes, yes. Let's get that chat back up. All right. I see the comments are flying in. Kingley said 3-2 for Haiti. Candice is saying 2-1 for Scotland.
Thank you, Candice. I appreciate it.
Yes. Candice is supporting. I'm going for Scotland. 3-1. That's my prediction. McTominay is going to get on the score sheet. What do you think?
Scotland looking, starting very composed, knocking the ball about. Hendry on the ball. He's had a good season in Saudi Arabia. Hickey, obviously a great season with Brentford as we trying to press them forward. But as I say, I think that Scotland's game, they've got some quick players there. That man there, Ben Gannon Doak, plays for Brighton. Spent a lot of money on him, 40 million. I think he'll make a huge difference tonight,
Yes. I see Spectrum Kid is in here. He's a good friend of mine. Let's go Haiti. So Spectrum, obviously, you see who we're supporting, especially me.
Interestingly, if you watch how high Scotland are, 2 men pressing right from Scotland really want to go for this, and you can see right away Shankland and Chiarams obviously forcing them to go long, so that's interesting there tactically.
Yes, folks. So if you're just joining us, we're live on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. We're going to be taking comments from everybody as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and you will automatically qualify for chances. James is going to be very emotional. I will be his support animal today. If you all ever looked at the movie Braveheart, I was told today, James, that I was the crazy guy who helped William Wallace. So apparently I'm that guy. So Athena, Haiti, I'm guessing in the CONCACAF people want Haiti to win. So I understand, and listen, that's okay. It's not okay for James, but I love to hear different people's opinions. I know there's people all over the world in here right now, but this is a home stadium for Scotland right now. So let's go.
Yeah.
Is it the Tartan Army?
It's the Tartan Army, yeah.
Tartan Army.
They basically took over Boston, Massachusetts. I mean, there's hundreds of thousands that look like there. They were dancing with police officers. I mean, I'm sure they've had quite a lot of bevy, as we say in Scotland, quite a lot of alcohol already. They'll be buzzing, and they'll be just hoping that McTominay and co can lead them, Robertson, and they can get something out of this game.
Yes. So people in the TikTok, I see Sean joined. Well, my eyes are terrible. But there's people coming in as well. We're already up to 238 likes on TikTok, folks.
And the other thing to remember is this is a CONCACAF nation we're playing against, so it's a little bit close to home in a sense too. So that's why, obviously, I know how good they can be as we get an opportunity edge of the box. Some of them calling for a penalty, and it looking like Scotland really look up for it. They pressing Haiti in, and I'm very excited.
Yeah, I know. And if you want, I could take over while you're taking the emotion as well. Scotland definitely on the front foot here, folks. Cutting outside shots. Testing the keeper very early. So we'll see, like Scotland definitely is trying to take initiative in this game. Haiti, or Haiti, depending on who you pronounce. But folks, you can let me know in the stream if you all are hearing me okay, and who you all are supporting too as well. Like we said, we're going to do a lot of these in addition to the analysis. We'll actually be doing some IRL watch-alongs as well, but right now, the focus is Scotland. As you all know, Brazil drew with Morocco in the previous game, so that's ideal for James if you're supporting Scotland right now and the Scottish fans in there. Scotland is going to get a result, and Haiti would want a result as well. So we'll see.
Yeah, Sebastian Migne there, an experienced coach, obviously. The one thing you tend to always get from the Haitian teams is, they're energetic, they're strong players. Most of them play in France. Scotland now build up, McGinty on the left, a nice ball in, and an opportunity now. Could this be the first goal?
Ooh, well blocked in the end.
But this is what we want. We want to obviously get into that box, penetrate obviously Haiti's box, and hopefully either make a goal to make a save or, put the ball in the back of the net. That's what it's about.
Scotland definitely wants to try to get that early goal, as you could tell. Haiti creaking but not breaking, as the phrase I like to say. Scotland put in some pressure there. Doing well to keep possession, but eventually drawing a foul to take some pressure off themselves. And of course, folks who don't know me well, even though I'm an Argentina fan, I'm a huge fan of McTominay and McGinn. I was able to, I liked him when he played at Aberdeen. I even had my sweater upstairs, but I decided to wear this jersey today. And
He's a big, strong.
I'm very curious to see how this goes. And then with the World Cup is a little bit different this time around because, you know, we have the third place situation. There's 8 teams, I believe. You all could correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. And, you know, there's not that much pressure, but this is a tough group.
Yeah, I mean, it is a tough group. I mean, obviously the game today, we see everybody will be fighting for, you know, for a place in this group, and nobody's going to want to lose because, let's be honest, whoever loses the opening game, chances are they could be the team to go home, you know, and nobody's going to want to do that. So this game here, in some respects, is like a cup final for both teams, you know.
Yes.
3 points on the board will take you to the top of the group, and then obviously you've got 2 tough games. I mean, we know how good Morocco were in the last World Cup, and we know how good Brazil can be, you know. So mouth-watering matches as Haiti come forward. You know, he scaffs a shot wide there, but we don't want to give Haiti that opportunity to drive at the back line, like I said.
Yes.
I feel like it's been 60 minutes already, and it's only 4 minutes on the clock.
Yes. I feel like I can see James aging. I could relate to that. And folks, you know, if you're wondering where we are, we're in EXTV studios. You know, so we're sitting in our little luxury couches here for the EXTV Ultras. This is the VIP box, I guess. But I know James will probably not be able to sit still. And we'll be hoping, you know, some people have been asking, you let me know in the chat. James brought me a kilt. So if you all...
I think he should put it on. But yeah, I think he should put it on for at least for half of the game, you know?
Yes, I'll put it on at halftime. I'm not going to do it on screen here because you always see way too much. But I will go... at halftime, I'll put the kilt on. Let me know what you all think in the stream as well. But let me know how I'm sounding. And, you know, I'm looking at James' expression here, and I can see it, and I can understand.
I think there's 2 expressions. There's one, there's a fan, and obviously there's the coach, because I'm watching, obviously, how high, obviously, Robertson is, Hickey is, and it's been a long time since I've seen a Scottish team with such intent, you know? Mm-hmm. And I think that's why we realise, you know, we're at the big boys table now, and we can challenge teams, and we have to do this. So, I mean, it's great to make McGinn getting a chance, nice little back heel there to Robertson, and an opportunity now to create something.
Is it?
Oh, and a header just over the bar. But again,
McTominay.
That's what we want. We want that kind of intent.
Yes. And McTominay is the kind of guy you want on those things. He's capable of doing a bicycle if he needs to. That's how athletic he is. He has a lot of solutions. So, you know, they're creating chances. So Haiti is going to have to try to stem that tide really quickly because Scotland is definitely on the front foot in this one.
And for all the people WhatsApping me during the stream, and I'm trying to focus on the game here.
Same here.
But an opportunity now, Haiti coming forward. This is what we have to watch. We know they're a team that can play very quickly in the break. We have to make sure we're solid, obviously, defensively. We get in the free kick there, but we need to make sure in transition when we win the ball, you know, we play it quickly or we get back, you know, in transition. As we see Steve Clark there telling them basically to keep the head, you know. It's important that, you know, every player out there does their job, but they're focused, you know, right to the end. So we're seeing that foul there, Scotland getting the free kick and restart and play again. 7 minutes into the game again, it feels like an eternity, but a long way to go in this match.
And it's the first time because it's 2 of us here now. I can get the clock correctly. I've seen a lot of comments coming in there. And we were trying to keep up with all of them as much as possible. I'm seeing a long one as well from Twitch. So I'm going to go up close to the screen and read that one while James does it.
No problem. Scotland now trying to build it out the back, but as Andre looking there for that question there.
So look at this here. So from on Twitch, they're saying, I don't want to distract James. This is from Iric32. Yo, bro, just wanted to show some real love for your stream because you genuinely got crazy potential and I love to connect with you on a Twitch streamer. Wow, that's really long. I'm going to read it in a little while, but that's great. I really appreciate that. Let me know what you all think. Getmore's in here. Welcome, Getmore. Getmore's one of our most loyal fans, James.
Yeah, well, that's great. I mean, what we want is we want this kind of, you know, fans engaging us and getting involved, you know, just showing there something that we're actually live because people don't believe me.
We're using that tech, folks. We're all over. This is the people on TikTok as well. It's already I think, approaching 300 likes. And I see people joining in the chat there.
We want more. Come on.
Yes, more. We want to get to that 10,000 mark, folks. We said we want to get 5,000 before the World Cup. But at the end of the World Cup, we want 10,000 subscribers and, you know, maybe followers as well. So let's do that. That's our aim. We're going to go for that. And I see Alfonso just joining on the TikToks as well. Folks, you could drop comments. You know, we could answer questions, of course. This is as raw as it's going to get, James. This is as raw. We could do the old commentary. Well, he passed the ball, but no.
I started off doing that for. I mean, to be honest, when we score, that will happen. But you know, I'm trying to take it in. Obviously, check. You know, obviously the comments and stuff, but also appreciate the game because that was one of my things, you know. Oh, I seen a foul there,
Yep.
a sore one there. I think it was on, was it Ferguson? He's saying he getting a knock in the head, but definitely a free kick for Scotland.
So everybody in the stream, let me know where you all are. I see a lot of people supporting Haiti as well, which will upset James and myself.
No, it won't upset me because we're in the CONCACAF region,
Yes,
and as I say,
we get it.
It's great to see supporters. I mean, we love football, we love the beautiful game, and we can see it on the crowd there. You know, the intensity on the faces, not just on the field. This is a big deal for countries, and that's what we want. That's the point of this whole thing.
Yes. And in chat, let me know if you're hearing us okay. We spent a lot of time setting this up. You know, we have to say a special thank you to Lawrence, who gave me all the tech support the night before. So we were doing this, and we'll be doing a lot more of these throughout the World Cup. Of course, you all know I like Argentina, but for now, the focus is Scotland. Yes.
Haiti now starting to break away, and this is what we don't want. We don't want, obviously, to give Haiti an option like we just did now.
Oh no, okay.
But we get back there. But that's the kind of mistakes we don't want to happen there defensively. And we need to make sure we start switching on, you know. But again, I can't get over the scenes in that crowd, how beautiful it looks. I mean,
I wish I was there, man.
Wow. The Tartan Army, I mean, to be honest, it looks as if there's probably more Scottish fans than what I'm seeing. I would have expected actually the opposite way because, you know, CONCACAF region, more nations would have travelled there. As we see them there in their beautiful kit there.
Yeah, that's a nice
Speaking of kit, there was a problem, I think. The reason Scotland were wearing this kit here, which is in theory a away kit, is because Haiti had an issue with their kits.
Okay.
FIFA didn't like something on it and they had to change it. And obviously I see them wearing white now, you know, so it seems to be they've had to change it maybe. It's a good ball and we need to get tighter there and an opportunity for the edge of the box, and we can't do things like that. We really need to be smarter, you know, off the ball, but... Wow, the emotion, Andre.
Yeah, I know. I can see the James face, and you know, like Haiti doing really well to hold the ball off, and you know that was a pretty good opportunity. McTominay maybe should have stepped up, maybe one step a little bit, but luckily it was wasted.
And this is the one thing I don't want Scotland to do. Like, for example, Scotland are a very good team going forward. I don't like us playing with the ball at the back, you know, and I'm seeing us, you know, every team nowadays is trying to play the ball out, but I would rather we, you know, play a bit more route one and then and then play a little bit further up the field there. I recognise that name, Chris Figueroa, I think. If it is who I think it is. Good night to you guys.
Welcome, Chris.
Yes.
Had a really good chance of going through this.
Don't forget to subscribe as well when you join in, and we're going for that 10,000 mark, James.
I think we can do it.
Yes, I think we can. Folks, do you think we can hit that 10,000 subscriber mark before the World Cup? You guys have made this... It would not be possible without you all in the stream. You all made EXTV grow rapidly in the last month, and it really helps the channel, so continue to do that. But forgive us if we don't talk much about subscribing, because every couple of seconds I can't stop looking at the screen.
Yeah, it seems action upon action at the moment. I mean, obviously Haiti seem to have came into it a little bit more, which I don't like, which means we've had to drop back, you know, into a bit of a mid to low block at the moment, which I want us to get in the ball again. But, you know, one of the things I was going to say there is we want to obviously see you all in person. Yes, it is Brendan. I thought it was you, Brendan. That's the player I was telling you about the other day.
All right.
Very talented boy. Deserves an opportunity to the national team and outside. But Haiti trying to carve out something, and at the moment, obviously Scotland being resolute in their defending, but we need to get out. We need to get up the field a little bit. And the referee giving Haiti a free kick in a dangerous position, Andre.
Yes. He did really well. I thought they were going to get a nice counter-attack, but draw that foul. A bit needless, I think.
Was it a bit soft? I mean,
I think it was soft.
Yeah.
I think it was soft.
As you see the fans there enjoying us, Angus Gunn now setting up his wall, and these are the moments, as a player, we need to be organised now.
And we see the comments flying in as well, folks. So like I said, if you know anybody, you know, who's a fan of Scotland, where we have a special connection, obviously because of James. So that makes this even more special. And as Trinbago fans, we know what it's like to be at the World Cup, you know, when we got there the first time. So Haiti with a free kick far out. So let's see how this goes.
Yeah, it's about 35, maybe just outside 40 yards. I don't think he's going to hit this, but you never know. A little chipped ball, and that's a waste of a free kick. Really.
Yeah.
As I was just saying there, Coach Kevin, a good friend of ours, Kevin Ragibar Singh, saying we need to score. Yes, we do, Kev. We need to get up the field. I think we're in our own half a bit too much at the moment. We need to get up, start pressing the back like we did in the first, 5 or 6 minutes.
Yeah, Haiti looks like they're kind of getting a bit comfortable now, because of course Scotland took the initiative, so they're starting to press a little bit higher up now. And let's see how Scotland deals with this.
And this is the one thing with Scotland, remember, we don't face teams that have a lot of... I mean, there's some European teams that play high-pressing football, but it tends to be usually the South American countries.
Yeah.
You know, that ones from more this side of the world. Haiti obviously have it. To me, maybe not as talented, I don't want to say defensively. I mean, they have some good players, but what I mean is going forward, offensive football is their style, you know. So let's hope we can keep them at bay. And our more talented players in Scotland are the offensive players as well. So
I see Chris or Brendan, as you said, saying I'm back in Scotland because of James. Same here, folks.
I hope so.
I mean, I have a lot of love for Scotland. You know, I spent some time there, and you know, I like Rangers as well. So,
and as we're talking about Brendan there, Brendan will be plying his trade in the CFU series, which will be in a few weeks. So he's playing for Prisons, had a great season last season. So all the Trinidadian supporters should come out and support his team Prisons, and hopefully they can do well for Trinidad in the competition.
Yes. So we have a lot of interesting people in here, folks. So we see people flying in a chat here. Haiti on the attack, out wide.
We definitely dropping back too deep, and that's an opportunity. I don't like that. I mean, Hendry there falling to the deck, but again, we drop him back, and this is especially as a coach. We need to get out. We need to get up the park.
Let's see what happened. Did the ref bail it out a little bit there? Ooh.
There's a little bit of a push in the back, but it's not, I mean, yeah, 2 hands on him, but, you know, I don't like that.
Yeah, the physicality of the Haitian players are causing some problems. Spectrum would love to see Haiti make it out of the group stages and play France in a knockout. Yeah, that'll be interesting.
That'll be some game, that.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Culturally and so on.
I like this now. Get us up the park and try and squeeze the game a little bit. We really need to get McTominay and McGinn on the ball because, you know, the longer you drop back deep, you're going to cause yourself problems. So Shanklin there looking like he playing more as the 9 with Che Adams dropping actually, where I thought would be more of a 4-4-2. It's looking more like a 4-4-1-1 at the moment.
Yep. So you can see Haiti starting to become more aggressive. They withstood that initial attack from Scotland and not afraid to, you know, push up the field a little bit. More comfortable in possession.
The interesting thing when I think about it though is, yes, obviously both teams want to win this, but I mean, it doesn't surprise me in a game, the first 20 minutes is very pensive, both teams feeling each other out, because, I mean, you could score in the last minute and you're going to take the result, you know, so whether it's the start or the end, obviously the 3 points is the most important thing for both teams, you know. So again, Haiti coming back, and they seem to be focusing now on this left-hand side. Scotland got away with it this time. I thought it was a little nudge there, but we need to get up. We need to get up the field as we get an opportunity now. It looks like Gannon Doak, he's our speed star out there. He's step over there, and hopefully he can get past his man. Man on the edge of the box here, and a shot from McTominay.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, that was the opportunity there.
I looked away for 1 second and I almost missed.
Scott McTominay, they call him, is it a bird, is it a plane? No, it's McTominay, you know, so.
McTominay! Yes.
Oh, an opportunity now. It's end-to-end stuff right now. I found the defensive line did not hold. They broke there.
Ooh, a clever cross.
What a ball that is. That was an Anzolo ball. If you're watching Anzolo, we saw that in the Pro League or the TT Premier League last year. But wow, from one end to the next, here it is again. Cut back to the edge of the box to McTominay after some good work. Ben Gannon Doak. Boom, off the post.
Also wearing my favourite number 4. Those step overs look pretty effective. Sometimes step overs are ineffective. But he did good enough to get the ball to McTominay.
And that's exactly how I feel there. That Scottish fan there, the emotion on his face. But
yes.
That's what we want. We want to see that kind of action, end-to-end stuff. It keeps us on the edge of our seats. Wow.
So everybody in the TikTok and YouTube and Twitch as well, let me know where you are, where you're watching from, and who you're supporting as well. But of course, we're having this massive support for Scotland because of James, and we'll be having a lot more watch-alongs. But this is the first of many, including... You know, the daily shows we'll be having live on YouTube and Twitch and so on, where James and I wrap up the games. But right now, the focus is... And just to add to that, James, you know, Brazil drew in Morocco, so that gives both teams extra... I mean, I don't think they needed it, but extra, you know, motivation to get that 3 points because it puts you in a very favourable position in the next game. Listen, Scotland has to play Brazil and Morocco. Those are the next 2 games. So those are two tough games. So you want to get 3 points. Both teams are going to want to get 3 points off this game.
The funny thing is, I think this is the game to let them out the blocks, meaning that you'll attack more in this game because those next 2 games, you're probably going to defend a little bit more. You're going to sit back a little bit. So this is the one you have to go for it. I mean, I would love we go for it all games, but we know the talent that Morocco has. We know, not that I'm taking anything away from Haiti, the talent that Brazil has as well. Is another late challenge there from the Haitian player, and it's again on Ferguson. They seem to be targeting him as if, you know, he's the man that they think is going to create something.
So Greg just jumped in and he said James' heart is beating, and it is, folks. I gotta get a Scotland shirt. Well, Greg, inbox us. We'll sort you out.
Andre can hook you up there.
Andre enjoyed the fact that Brazil drew. You are not wrong. You're not wrong, Greg. You're not wrong at all. But also, I do have a soft spot for Scotland. So I think the draw, even though the Argentinian and me would have wanted Brazil to lose, I think for Scotland, it's better that they got a draw. Because that way the group is up for grabs now. And, you know, both teams here today are going to have to try to grab something from this. So, you know, a draw would be ideal.
But all we need, Andre, is one chance. Just one chance.
Just one chance. Folks, where would you get that from? I mean, I think that's an easy answer, but
I think that's a great question in the chat there. So MD can tell us where that's from. You know, maybe you'll win something.
Yes. Well, what movie did we get that from? That famous line. All we need is one chance. I'm not doing a good job. James has the actual accent.
I'll do it at halftime. Don't worry.
Yes. All we need is all they need is one chance. One chance.
To come back here.
Yes.
Tell our enemies.
Yeah.
We'll finish that off later.
Yeah.
So now Scotland trying to build up through the middle. A nice opportunity. McTominay there with a man on his... Sorry, Ferguson there with a man on his back. Robertson now. Robertson, I think, needs to get in the game a bit more as he plays a nice ball. But see, again, it's that final ball there from Scotland. Just not enough.
I saw the intent, though.
But I think we're looking like we're panicking a bit too much at the moment. You know, especially I was watching young Henry at the back. I mean, well, he's maybe not so young now, but he's probably one of the new ones in the squad. You know, calm down. You know, we've got a whole game to go. You know, and also sometimes when you're on the ball, it's like a hot potato. You know, you want to be composed, be calm, and we've got the players there to be organised. So.
Yes, and maybe it's that first game jitters. You know, I think. Let's hope Scotland scores first. I think it will calm them down. I think all teams, as big or small, have those kind of jitters. You saw it a little bit earlier today with Brazil and Morocco. I'm seeing Greg saying any given Sunday. No, Greg, not that one.
Wow.
Wrong movie. But keep getting. I think Greg could probably figure it out. But it's a famous line. When James does the full line, you'll know. But right now, James is in full focus right now. James is in fun. What I like about these watch-alongs, James, is that we don't have to be... it's all emotion, folks.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have to be all rigid. That player passed the ball to the other player.
I see Brendan there ready to call you for that Scotland shirt. So that's another sale for you. So I'll take a little commission on that one.
Yes. Let's make that cheddar cheese, folks. We're trying. We're all hustling out here. Like I said, folks, if you're in here and you're new, don't forget to like, subscribe. James and I set a goal. We want to get to 10,000 followers on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch.
So send it to your granny, your brother, your sister, your mother, your dog, and let them all create a profile and log in.
And join in as well, and just have fun with us, because this World Cup is a football fiesta for fans who love it. It feels like just yesterday we were doing this at Smokey and Bunty, and now we're back. We're back.
Yeah, those players look like a lot of freedom.
Yeah. I saw what you did there.
Dropping some things in there for the real movie fans, but...
a lot of people remembered for the last World Cup when we were harassing Kevin with the YouTube references. People still laugh about that video.
I'm just watching tactically. We seem to be, again, we dropping, and I don't like it. Now we camped in our box, and as I say, we know this is... Oh, Angus Gunn doing well there, and a few calls for a penalty, actually, from the Haitian players. I didn't see anything, but... Again, we need to make sure we get out the box. We don't want to be dropping in on top of your goalkeeper, because that's when mistakes can happen. Yeah, I've just seen again, Ferguson, he seems to always have the Haitian player in his back. As we've seen, here's this cross ball in. Is there anything in it? He seems to fall. I don't know if is there hands on him. I mean, the VAR's there to see it. And if it was something, as we see Rod Stewart there, what a musician, what a singer that is.
Forever young. Is it forever young?
And we're getting our first hydration break. So,
yes.
Anybody watching? I mean, what have you thought so far in the game? It is a pensive affair at the moment. Scotland started pretty well.
Hydration break for Jim.
Yeah, I do need that. Yeah, my mouth getting a little dry, but yeah. What do you think, Andre, so far?
I mean, listen. It's for two teams. Obviously, Scotland returns since 1998, and I think it's the opening game jitters. It feels so weird having a commercial break, but folks. Before I even give my opinions, let me know what you all think about the hydration break. Some people love it, some people don't.
Well, I just had one and it was great.
Yeah, and it was great. I had mine throughout the entire thing. But for the game itself, I think both teams are playing as I expected. Scotland, I think, maybe had the better of the chances. With McTominay hitting the post, they did have some half chances as well. But I think overall, Scotland would be happier. But Haiti did well to counter that initial attack from Scotland. And they're starting to get into the box more. It seems as if, those cross balls are causing problems. So, we'll see how that goes. But I think these water breaks are interesting because it changes the dynamic of the game a little bit. Because back in the day...
I think it's turned the game into American football. If you think about it, we have halftime shows now. We have hydration breaks. I mean, maybe from a corporate perspective, it gives, a little opportunity for... adverts for some money to come in. So, I mean, from that perspective, I mean, maybe it's something that the Trinidad and Tobago League should be doing. You know, we always talk about there's no money, so maybe these things are something they could do.
And you know, the business of sport is something I think a lot of people don't understand. And I say this in the most respectful way. We have a lot of guys, you know, who are ex-footballers, and that's fine. But you know, I've seen Caribbean is saying hydration break is momentum killer, and they push for ad money. You're not wrong, because it does create an advertising opportunity, advert.
I see Steve Clark there saying to his players, one chance, just one chance.
Just one
to come
chance.
back here and tell our enemies. They may take our lives, but they'll never take. What is the next word? I don't know if anybody knows it. But
Finish that sentence, folks. Finish that sentence. For people like me who saw that movie, that's just a no-brainer. One of my favorite movies of all time. So yes.
And another thing I'm curious about for the fans, what do you think of the Scotland kit? I mean, I actually love it. A lot of people hate it.
I like
but
it.
I think it's a very unique. Some people say it's pink. Some people say it's salmon coloured. Some people say it's off red. I don't know, but I think it looks great. You know?
I like it, man. I think it looks good.
Shot on target. We've had
I'm hearing some. The stadium looks pumped.
Absolutely jumping. I mean,
closest either have come.
I mean, I'm guessing here, but it's looking like there's probably 80, 90, maybe even 100,000 fans there. And there's probably another 100,000 Scottish fans outside, because there's a lot of fans.
Somebody got the line right, James. I'm seeing Caribbean. Caribbean, where are you
Yes,
from?
well done,
Our
Caribbean.
freedom. Yes, that is right. And what movie is that from? Carib. I think you already know already, but you know, drop that movie where it's from. And like I said, everybody's new in here. Click a like, subscribe, follow, drop some comments in the live stream, and you know, continue to follow us on our social media, as you can see on the screen here, because you automatically qualify for chances and prizes, a jersey of your choice, club or country, EAFC, and who knows what else. But the hydration break is done, and we're back, and we are back.
And the other thing to remember too, we spoke about in the other streams and the other shows we've done. Obviously, we'll be having meetups. For example, we might be at Smoky and Bunties. We might be at various other locations across Trinidad and Tobago. Make sure you come out, because it's fun. It makes it interactive. We get to know you, and especially when we're having these kind of forums, then we know who we're talking to. You know, it makes it very interesting.
Yes. So I'm seeing Chris is saying it definitely changes the momentum of the game and takes away from the excitement. Fantastic.
And I wonder who that is. That's my little boy there.
I wonder.
Not so little anymore though, but yeah.
Name starts with Burrow and ends with Odin.
So Scotland now trying to build up something again. You know, they seem to have, you know, they eased off a little bit. Now we have, you know, 5 players there. We need to get the ball forward, and we continually go back, and that's what I don't like. We need to start playing a bit more positive and start trying to get those double ups wide. You know, Ben Gannon, very talented boys we've seen, but we need to get him on the ball a little more. And also McGinn on the other side.
Correct, and I'm you know, I saw Greg is saying McGinn needs to lead by example, and I understand what a lot of people are saying, you know, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, where now, like for example, let's go back to the World Cup final. I'll get back to that in a moment, but Haiti trying to start a counter-attack here.
And that's a problem I have. 6 players forward, and now you need to get back. And they seem to be sauntering back, as we would say back home, you know?
Yeah. So let's see how this Haiti definitely have that pace on the wings.
Ooh, there, a little push off the ball there, but I mean, he's saying he got pushed. Hanley just using his Scottish strength there, you know? All that Scottish bacon he's been eating. He's a strong guy. He plays for Hibs. He's probably one player I would have said I thought was the weakness, no disrespect, but he's one of the older players, but he's handled himself well. And the interesting thing is, Coach Kevin's reminded me, Tierney is not even on the team. Usually they would play Tierney and Robertson in the same team. Tierney would come in and play centre back, but this time they've opted to go with obviously Henry and Hanley, which is an interesting thing, you know. Hanley's always been Steve Clark's go-to man at the back, you know, but I really hope it pays off. It's a nice ball forward there, and a great touch. What a touch there from Adams.
Excellent. Scotland here.
And that's the man we want on the ball. Good ball.
Yes. Could it be?
Yes!
McGinn! Is it a goal? I'm afraid to celebrate because all these rules. It looks legit.
Yes, again there. I mean, to be honest, I have to feel sorry for Haiti there, because a man on the ground, it was the kind of break of the ball, but you know, again, we said Ben Gannon needs to get on the ball. Nice little ball across. I think the goalkeeper maybe got a touch there, and obviously the rebound, and the Tartan Army there will be absolutely jumping in the stadium.
Don't sell McGinn. That's a song that they were singing in Aberdeen, and now we know that. So let me update the score while James enjoys.
I mean, the funny thing is, I was going to jump up, and I remembered I've got my kilt on, and we don't want that to happen. So, you know, as we see there, Johnny Placid, the goalkeeper there, I'm just going to watch the back. It's a great run forward. Che Adams, what a run that is, and he stayed onside. And the touch is absolutely impeccable there. Fantastic. Ball back to Ben Gannon-Doak, who loves to take on his man. He does well. Little step over, burst of pace, cuts it across. Again, it's Che Adams. A ball falls to McGinn. Obviously, he gets lucky with the break of the ball there, but great finish, great start, and the Scottish fans will be so happy.
Yes. Chris, Scottish pride as well. What a goal. And that's it. You have to take those chances sometimes when you get those. You get
it
a
is
deflection.
a wicked deflection there. I have to be honest there.
Yeah.
I mean, but the thing is now, Haiti will want to come back. This is the thing. I always tell teams, sometimes when you're 1-0 or even 2-0 down, that's when the opposition becomes most dangerous.
Correct.
Because they've got nothing to lose now. They're going to go forward. So Scotland now, 29 minutes into the game, need to be smart. They need to be organised and make sure they can hold strong.
Don't sell again. Haiti trying to react quickly, which is what we're afraid of. I have to admit, Haiti are really trying to get the ref to give them a call. Honestly, every physical attempt. So clearly, I'm not trying to say they're diving. I won't go that far.
I've seen there McGinn showing his leadership there. Be fantastic. Yeah, it's true. And that's what you need. You need it from your big players, McGinn, McTominay, Robertson there as well. A Liverpool legend. Now went to Tottenham, but we need these guys to stand up. Again, we playing that ball forward. We have to use our outlets. They've got obviously Che Adams and Shanklin there now. They actually looking like maybe the temperature, obviously not the altitude, sorry, but the temperature in America maybe affect. Shanklin looking knackered already. You know.
And I can tell you this, folks, I'm a Caribbean guy and I spent some time in the US in different places around this time of the year. And you would think as a Caribbean guy, you could handle the temperature. And trust me, it's ridiculous. It's very, very hot. And, it's unbearable at times. But Scotland doing well. And maybe this is what they needed to get that first goal out of the way. They'll be a bit more comfortable. And now Haiti's going to try to react and create spaces for Scotland. So this is good. And Greg, you got your answer. You said McGinn had to lead by example. And he heard you. He clearly heard you, Greg.
So Greg, you're tuning in. So which team are you supporting this year?
Yeah.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I know this man was usually a France, good friend of ours. But I seen you the other day with Brazil post up, so I'm curious. Yeah,
Greg, what's up with that? I saw that as well. I remember, what he told me was, and he can verify this in the comments below, I think he said he's a Dutch fan, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
I could be wrong. Is it Dutch? I could be wrong, I don't know. But Greg, you could clarify that for us. So Scotland
now trying to build up something. McTominay showing his strength there. I've seen somebody McGinn's positioning for club and country is great. Yeah, I totally agree with you there. He's been brilliant. I have to say Ben Gannon-Doak's the one though. This youngster here.
Yeah,
great opportunity.
Oh my goodness.
Another opportunity there.
He's causing problems on that wing.
And the funny thing is, the good thing is we brought him into the squad. He's this young talent, but the good thing is we also have somebody on the other side in Finlay Curtis, who will come on, Rangers player as well, had a great season with Kilmarnock. So potentially we could have it from both sides at one point in the game. So great ball whipped in there, but we just need to, he probably needed to get a little more on it there. I think it was Shanklin, but again, chances are coming up.
Yes, I see Chris is saying McGinn positioning for club and country is great. Yep, correct. He's a top player. Always been a huge fan. But Scotland are definitely causing problems on that right wing. They're showing you that it wasn't offside. They're taking a look. They have all the technology now. So they're showing he was definitely at least maybe 1 foot onside. But let's be real in terms of the momentum and how the game was going and the chances created. Scotland definitely deserve to be 1-0 leaders right now. And folks in the chat, let me know where you're watching from, who you're supporting, what do you think about the World Cup so far. And we were talking about the intermission and the hydration breaks. And I'll use an example before we get back to the game. I remember, let's say we had these hydration breaks during the France-Argentina game. Let's say France scored that goal from Mbappe. The momentum is on, and then boom, there's a hydration break.
Yeah, that can kill the momentum, and I think probably Haiti, will feel that a little bit, as they have an opportunity here to see how the defence hold up. It's a good ball, and a header there. Again, it seems to always be a man going down in the box every time. Pero there, looking like, and but it goes out there. And it's going to be a throw into Scotland. But yeah, they look dangerous still. That's the one thing I'll say. But you're talking about the momentum. These kind of things do throw teams off. And it's something that's new in the game, really, Haiti trying, but...
I see Jerry just joined in the TikTok. He's saying hi. Jerry, I'm from Trinidad. Okay, Jerry, welcome. And don't forget to follow and subscribe. Jerry, let us know who you're supporting for the World Cup. And, let's keep the comments coming. Let's hear what you have to say.
Scotland defensive just backing off. But again, they're trying to get this ball wide, work it in. And this is what you don't want.
Ooh, a fumble.
Good save. Whew.
Get it out.
A few hard knocks in there and it's going to be a free kick. But it was offside, it looks like. But yeah, the gun there looking like fumbling it a little bit as it came through there.
Offside in the end, I guess.
Just before the Haitian player pulled the trigger. No pun there, the gun. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But actually, you can see the braveness again as we see that Scottish goal. I think it was, yeah, here it is. Great view, wow.
Ooh,
I mean, as I say, the ricochet, I feel for them, but we'll take them all. I don't care how they go in as long as they go in.
Oh, just redirected. We're looking at the replay of the goal. That's how cruel the games are. And that's why you take your shot sometimes in those crowded areas. You know, sometimes when you park the bus and try to crowd the area.
And there's the famous celebration there, you know, the glasses. Scotland need to get up the park again, because I think every time we start backing off, we're inviting that pressure. And again now, every time he gets on the ball, well done, good defending there this time from Henry. But yeah, a little push, Robertson there.
He's gonna have to calm down a little bit.
That, we need to calm down, but yeah, we need to stop letting them run at us in these dangerous areas.
So Jerry's asking me if I don't remember me. Jerry, refresh my memory. Clearly we know each other, so let me know. Where do we know each other from? So everybody, I see a lot of people are joining in. The TikTok likes are going up. The stream everywhere, Twitch everywhere. There's a whole bunch of comments in the 3 streams. But this is proper, folks, and this is the first of many. We have different types of content. We have this. We have the match previews. We have the daily wrap-ups. We have lots of YouTube content, TikTok content.
Oh, dangerous ball in there, a header there. But again, free header inside the box, and we need to get that sorted. If I was Gunn, I'd be absolutely balling at my defence there. It's a free header.
So Haiti are definitely trying to get back in, and Scotland is going to have to be very wary because they have the pace and the physicality to cause problems.
I mean, 10 minutes to half time, and Scotland will be lucky to keep this result 1-0 to half time, because at the moment they're clearing the ball up and it keeps coming back. They need to take those big players like McGinn, McTominay, or even Ben Gannon, take the ball for a run, get the ball wide, and stretch the game a little bit.
And I realize, Haiti are allowing Scotland to get to the middle area, and then they press them off the ball here. McTominay trying to take charge a little while ago. And of course drawing a foul here, which will take some pressure off of them. The right side of Scotland has shown some pretty powerful offensive capabilities with the overlapping run, and as well as what set up the goal.
I think this is the one thing. I mean, obviously you've got McGinn over on the left. Now, to me, he's not a natural left winger. He obviously plays more inside in the half space, or even behind the front players, but he's now having to play some at times as a left midfielder. He wants, obviously, Robertson to get forward, but obviously the way Haiti are playing at the moment, Robertson has to kind of stay home at times, So the good thing with us, you'll get the tactical approach, you'll get the fan approach, you'll get, just the emotional approach, So it's a great combination tonight as the ball switched across to Robertson.
So everybody in the TikTok chat, Jerry says he's from Korea. Wow, okay. What's Greg saying? Haiti is going to have a lot of energy, so it's down to Scotland to match that intensity, correct?
Yeah, and here they come again. Wow, it's a great ball.
This could be a chance.
There. Oh, good defending there. Last ditch challenge there from Hickey there. But again, I don't like that running in the in that kind of 6 area where Ferguson's playing. He needs to get a hold of that so that the Haitian player can't run at him.
Yeah, Scotland's going to definitely have to get some meaningful possession now to take that pressure off, because Haiti are definitely putting the pressure on and applying that speed and physicality that is clearly causing trouble. But Scotland is doing just enough to hold off for now. I wouldn't say they were pinned back, but you could see what Haiti is capable of. We saw them in the qualifiers. We are from CONCACAF. And apparently there's a little bit of an interruption. We're looking at it on Rush Sports here, folks.
And I'm actually just watching the substitutes. I mean, obviously we're not at half time yet, but what? Obviously they've got Scotland have Ryan Christie who could come in. Obviously Tierney Fletcher who was added to the squad. Dykes. I'm trying to see the game changers. Kenny McLean maybe, Finlay Curtis. But I would say we probably have our strongest squad in the field, and that's the one. I don't say weakness I have for Scotland, but we have a lot of countries. It's a free kick.
McTominay, is it? Yeah, that's a result of the pressure they were. It's not
but
a guy.
The funny thing is he gave the free kick to Scotland, or
so who got the yellow card?
Shanklin gets a tackle on him, but it looked like McTominay gets a yellow card. I find that unless he said something there,
it could be.
We'll see if it comes up on the screen in a second. But yeah, so as I was saying there, the one concern I have with the Scotland team is whereas other countries have bags and bags of quality to come on. Scotland have guys. Actually, it was a yellow card to Bellegarde there from Haiti, but Scotland don't have in abundance. They have some. Obviously, the young guy that I spoke about, Finlay Curtis, but we don't have those centre midfielders, with the exception of Kenny McLean, that can come on and really be game changers,
Yep, and because of the dynamics of the groups this time around, Scotland are going to want to get a result, possibly maybe a decent scoreline. Of course, securing the 3 points is the most important thing because of the dynamics with the third place teams.
I agree there with what Ferguson's saying. This is about the 6th time now I see Ferguson on the deck.
Yep.
Bad challenge again. So, he's just saying there, how many times is Pero look? Again?
Yep.
It's like, again, he goes over the shoulder, knocks him down now. The referee's seen it 6 times, no card yet,
Yeah, that's a bit inconsistent for sure. That should have been at least, by now, at least a yellow. When is he going to give him a yellow? When he breaks his jaw?
Scotland need to take these opportunities now. Obviously, now we've got up the field. They need to really keep the ball up there for a period of time and now create something. So Robertson standing over the ball.
So Jerry. So Jerry's saying he was on the TikTok when we played Trinidad from Korea. Scotland.
Oh, nice ball in there.
So welcome back, Jerry. Of course, Jerry, it's great to have you and have people all over. This guy's from Korea, James.
Oh, that's fantastic. Nice to meet you, Jerry.
Yes.
And I hope you can tune into all. Is Scotland now getting an opportunity again? But again, Haiti winning the ball back, and they're going to come back again down this right or through the centre to the right. And this is why Scotland need to get back now. There's a few gaps there. Yep.
Easily getting past this guy there.
And again, it's a kind of free header there. But again, referee calling offside. And I think we've been fortunate. We've got a few of them now,
Yep.
Haiti winning the ball in there as we just seen them. He skipped past his player there. Skipped past McGinn. I think McGinn needs to be a little stronger there. He got beaten too easily. But again, header. Actually came off Hickey there at the end. So it would have been a corner if it wasn't for the offside call. But again, we get off with it. 40 minutes on the clock, 5 minutes till half time, and hopefully we can rally through to half time.
Yes. And people in the TikTok stream as well, YouTube, everywhere. The World Cup is going on. We're in full fever. World Cup fever right now, and it's exciting. Let me know who you all are supporting. But as of this moment, the focus is Scotland versus Haiti. And also, you let me know what you think about the Brazil-Morocco game earlier.
Shanklin did really well there. And the defender got back there. But that's the kind of ball we need to get there. And obviously, somebody needs to come round and play around them, play off them so that we can take advantage of, obviously, the strength that Shanklin has. It's a long time we've not had that centre forward, that old time centre forward for Scotland.
Correct.
Somebody that can score. So hopefully, we need to utilise that.
So Haiti, you could see, during the qualifiers, because of course we are from the CONCACAF region, very strong in our region, deserve to be here, and they have improved a lot in recent years. He's claiming a foul once again.
I think this is one thing in the game nowadays. Generally, when you're going, there's a lot of, I would say, tackles, 50-50. I think maybe there is a touch there actually as I see it, but every time you're going to strike, nobody's going to give you a clean strike. They're going to be on your shoulder,
Yeah.
It's a man's game, as they say,
Yes.
An opportunity now. It's going to be too much, and that's going to sail through to Johnny Placid there. But Haiti had 6 attempts at goal, and Scotland have 8. Obviously, 2 on target for both teams, and obviously Scotland have that 1 goal, but very even, really, on that respect.
Correct. And Scotland, I guess, I don't know if it's as a result of how Haiti is playing, or if it was tactical to kind of, hey guys, we know Haiti is going to come at us really hard. Let's keep it tight and then try to get something, because McTominay is going to have to get more involved in the game after a while. But I'm thinking it's more, let's not concede a goal. But even with that approach, Haiti are getting down the wings and getting those crosses in there, and you don't want to keep giving them those chances.
I would like to see Scotland pressure the ball a little bit more. I think we drop them back to the halfway line, as in some respects, our line of confrontation, which I don't like. I would rather we press them a little further up the field, as there's a great ball there to Ben Gannon Doak, and again, he seems to be the danger man when he gets the ball, but you want him obviously going forward and not going back, but at the moment, not enough Scottish players forward to help him.
So Jerry says, I love your lives. I appreciate that, Jerry. We try our best to make it better each time. So I really appreciate that. Greg, the conserving energy. I think so too. I think they definitely know that when you score somebody, they're going to attack you immediately. Haiti has the ability with the speed and physicality. So they're probably thinking, okay, they're going to attack. Let's try to withstand that pressure. Not really park the bus and see how it goes from there. Oh, Spectrum Kid. So he's saying on hydration breaks, traditionally the way players and teams are managed, their in-game stamina can win or lose matches. High pressing versus a low block. Defensive possession. I'm going to have to pull the screen a little bit to read the rest. Counter-attacking football. But it definitely changed the dynamic. If you're a coach now, you're going to have to incorporate your tactics into those games. And I use the last World Cup final as an example. Because let's say up until, I can't remember what it was, when Argentina was playing really well. Let's say there was a hydration break when Mbappe scored that goal. They get a hydration break, Scaloni, it calms things down, and maybe Mbappe doesn't get that second goal, and they see it out with a hydration break. France would have been pissed with a hydration break.
Yeah. Now the funny thing is that it makes me think about. Haiti coming forward, so I'm focusing a little bit. But I saw an interview with Mikel Arteta, obviously Premier League winning manager now, but he was talking about the owners of obviously Arsenal took him to America to watch an American football game, and he said he was impressed from the tactical. There was an opportunity now. Oof. Good defending there at the end, but again, creating space, but he's offside this time. But they were basically saying that he was impressed by the way that tactics are handled in the NFL, Yep. So, and I think that's coming into football. You can see it because, you're having to manage not only your substitutes, not only between hydration breaks, you're obviously having to pump up players. The good thing as a coach, it gives you more time, as you see in the bagpipes there, pumping up the crowd. But tactics are a huge thing in football, and especially the games became like an Olympics, Players now are obviously speed over skill most times now, so, and you can see that, so the hydration breaks have come in, whether you like them or not, they're there to stay.
Yep.
Just like all the new rules in the game, the 5 seconds at throw in, the countdown for the referee, obviously, and a whole bunch of things like you can't cover your mouth. Ironically, we're now a few games into the World Cup and you're not seeing any players covering their mouth, which is good.
Yeah.
Because my worry is players start to get sent off in this World Cup for silly things like that,
Yep. And it raises a lot of questions as well, when you raise... Yeah, when you cover your mouth, it's not always a negative thing. Sometimes it's tactical. You're going to take a free kick. For people who've been looking at the game for the years, that's a normal thing. People do that. But now, because of the situation with Prestiani and Vinicius, the assumption that you're saying something negative could be misused. Somebody in the World Cup could say, hey, that guy said something, and maybe later on get proven innocent, but you can get someone sent off. So they're kind of playing with fire a little bit with that. But I guess that was their middle ground. Let's just get it out of the way and not do it. So a lot of people can let me know your thoughts about that. So I've seen Candice saying Qatar had to sense the air condition the stadia and prevent the hydration breaks. Well, that's true. They planned ahead because, they shifted the entire World Cup because of the temperature.
I see somebody asking me if I can play the bagpipes there. No, I cannot. There's a foul there for Hickey, and that could be a first yellow card, maybe a little bit late as we're going into 4 minutes of added on time. But no, Brendan, I cannot play the bagpipes. My fella cannot play the bagpipes, although he can play every other instrument, so maybe if he tried. But it's generally, I would say, a dying art to some respects. But if there's anybody out there that can, we'd love to hear you. But any Scottish fans in our chat here as well, because like I said, folks, this is very unique. You don't get often to watch these games, especially like somebody from Trinidad and Tobago, to have that sitting with somebody like this, and and we'll do the same thing with Terry as well for this emotional moment, getting back into the World Cup. There's a little bit of there's 4 minutes of extra time here, injury time, and we're 2 minutes in, and I think Scotland would come away the happier. But I don't think and we'll talk about that at halftime, but I don't think they'll be happy with how they ended it. Because Haiti are putting on the aggression, but like I said, the expression I love to use, they're creaking but not breaking. Yeah, I love how McTominay just got in there and used his body just to shield the ball and obviously give Scotland a bit of a break. But I think we need to obviously address the fact that we are dropping off a little bit too much. We're allowing Haiti too much time on the ball. And I think if we can fix those things, obviously... we can get obviously this result that we're 1-0 up at the moment, but I think Steve Clarke will want some time in his team. But because now again Haiti coming in, it's a nice ball to the edge, but well done there, McGinn using that using the body again as he gets a foul, I think there. Yeah.
People are asking me to send the stream to them, so I'm sending it to them right now.
I've got that as well a lot, so we'll send that out at halftime as well when we get the halftime for the players, and maybe a little boys break for us as well.
Oh yeah, yes. So I'm sending it to everybody right now.
So we have 1 minute left of obviously added on time. But so what do you think so far? Have Scotland shown enough? I mean, are they being obviously a bit lucky with the ricochet there goal and scoring, or and how do you think the second half will pan out? We want to hear it, and also what are you looking forward to for the rest of the World Cup? It's great to, obviously this is my country are playing. I'm looking forward to seeing Portugal as well. I know Andre's looking forward to Argentina, but who are you looking forward to? Let us know.
Yes, folks. So we know everybody has, in the Caribbean particularly, and of course we're Trinidad and Tobago, but the EXTV audience has grown massively in the last couple of months or so. I've seen it in the analytics about people all over, but I'll get back to that. Once again, Scotland, the attack.
There's a free man on the other side if you can find him, but no, he didn't see, I think it was Robertson there at the back. If you had just seen him, it was a great opportunity, but
trying to get the ball to him again, I guess.
I'm sure that clock's going to probably, and a good ball in. Oh, and Shanklin didn't go up for it that time, though. Scotland looking like they're finishing off the half on a high. McGinn now the ball wide. It's probably the last chance of the game, I would say, if they can make anything, but he's slowing it down a bit too much.
So I guess they're probably
looking at his watch, and that's it. You should have put the ball in the box there, and it's too long. But Scotland will go in, the happier team. Obviously, that man there scoring the goal, opening the account for Scotland. I mean, they might put it down as an own goal, actually, with this ricochet, we don't know, but the Scottish fans will be delighted, and we'll have to see what happens.
Okay, let me just fix the clock while James, we do our halftime talk and our hydration break.
I seen Kevin there saying, obviously, Haiti playing some good balls through. He thinks 3-1 Scotland, maybe 2-1. I do think there's more goals in the game, if you're watching there.
Kevin, come on the chat, man. What are you doing? Let's see Kevin.
Come on the chat, post in the chat. I mean, we want to hear you.
Yeah, the fans want to hear your thoughts, Kevin. Kevin is one of our guys.
So what do you think, Andre? What do you think so far?
Honestly, I think Scotland use a lot of the players have the experience in the Premier League and so on. And I think Scotland deserve to be 1-0 in front. I think, however, ever since the goal was scored, and some people may argue it's deflected and so on, but I think it's a result of how Scotland were playing. McTominay hit the post as well. They were more proactive in the first couple of minutes. They got the goal, and then since the goal, as expected, Haiti started to, push, which I think both coaches would expect. Haiti has that physicality and speed to cause problems. Maybe their number 9 is not the most lethal finisher. Number 9, I use that term loosely. So I think Scotland will be happy. They could get to the break now, have a conversation at halftime and say, okay, guys, this is how we're going to manage the game. And this works in their favor because of the dynamics of the group. With the Brazil game being 1-1, Scotland can now enter the second half a bit more calm. But the problem I have with that 1-0 lead, even 2-0 leads, is that it's very tricky. You can be lulled into a false sense of complacency. And I'm sure Scotland are going to try to say, let's try to get that second goal. And if possible, carefully try to create as much goal scoring chances and get more goals. They would love to end the game with a win primarily, but I think they would love to get maybe easily like a 3-0 because that may make a difference when you're deciding if it comes down to the third place playoff, because Scotland is going to have to play Brazil and Morocco, but they can't think that far ahead right now. The clear and present objective is to win this game, and that puts them in a very strong position. But Haiti as well, we're going to flip it the other way as well. The Haitian coach will probably take some positives as well because they are causing problems down the wings. They are getting balls in the box. They are creating chances, although they weren't on target. So they could take heart that maybe, listen, don't attack too much, because if you attack too recklessly, Scotland can't pick you off. They have McGinn, McTominay, and what's his name on the right wing, James?
Ben Gannon-Doak, he's been really good.
Yeah, he's great. These guys he has been dangerous on that right side. So yeah, that's my thought.
Well, I think what will happen is, I think what Steve Clark, I think he's been smart. He could have obviously played the 2 quick wingers both sides, but I think what he's doing is he's probably going to play Ben Gannon-Doak for as long as he can go, and then bring on Curtis there in that same position, and take over the energy there. But I think sometimes we waste McGinn playing wide.
Yep.
Because I think, but again, he scored the goal, so, they'll be happy. But I think, I expect a bit more from McTominay this half. As I say, the leadership has to come in. I think Robertson needs to get on the ball a bit more. Like any team, there will be changes, I think defensively, like I say, we've done okay, but I think we're backing off. And I also noticed the 2 centre-backs, they're playing a little bit far apart from my liking. Henry trying to give cover to Hanley, but I think there's a little bit of a gap there. They need to get a bit closer and start winning the aerial balls a lot more inside the box.
Yes, correct. Because so far they have been lucky in a lot of ways. So, those guys were just not making proper contact with the ball, and they were fortunate in the end. And this is where we see game management because of the water breaks now. It's kind of like 4 quarters now. because they're definitely going to consider and put into consideration that water break and work in intervals. So the coach will probably be saying, okay, for this particular time frame, this is what we're going to do. And I think it's a classic example of not just formations but game management. And this is where McTominay, as you said, is going to have to really use his leadership qualities and McGinn to manage the pace of the game, because sometimes there's a temptation to keep running and you could put yourself unnecessarily under risk.
Spectrum kid there, I'd love to see that. He said, I have my money on McTominay scoring a bicycle kick before the end of this World Cup.
I would love
Maybe
to see
before
that.
the end of the game. Wow, I would love to see that too. Take the pressure off a team. But yeah, I mean, I was talking to somebody recently and I said, McTominay, he's advanced so much. He now has an aura about him. I mean, I think he went from being a good player. I mean, I'm going to use the term great player loosely. In Scotland, obviously, he's a great now, you know. In terms of world football, he's now put himself in that bracket, you know, a bit better than good, you know. He's not necessarily, we're not putting him in the bracket of Messi or Ronaldo, but what I'm saying is some of the games he's had this year with Scotland, also with Napoli, he's really, you know, came ahead, and it's brilliant because we didn't have that. We probably lacked that, and now we have him. McGinn's kind of getting there as well. We've got these emergence of these young players, so it's a great time for Scotland. And then also we included Darren Fletcher's son in the squad too.
Oh, yeah,
which to say, well, we don't know too much about him. He's young, but it's great to have somebody that can come in, get some minutes, and then he'll be a player to go forward for the future.
Yes, correct. And, you know, like, I'm not a Manchester United fan. You know, I'm a fan of football. I'm an Inter Milan fan. You know, my Inter boys. Shout out to my Inter Milan boys out there. But I always liked McTominay, even when he was at Manchester United. When James and I did the Euros back during the pandemic, I really liked him when they got that result against England. And it shows you, it's a perfect example of how sometimes players could flourish in different leagues. I know a lot of people like to talk down to Syria and La Liga and so on, but Syria, even though they're going through their problems and the Italian national team are suffering for it, players like McTominay and, you know, Lukaku and these guys, when they go across, they tend to flourish more, and the characteristics that may get hidden in the Premiership, because the Premiership is really about speed and power most of the time. You could see the characteristics that you may not be able to see. So even though the league may be slower, which I disagree with, you know, you get to see that technical side and he had that confidence. You know, Naples has that, you know, it clearly works well for him. He's doing all those Armani ads and so on. You know, he just looks, you know, when somebody just at ease with themselves. And, you know, I have to say kudos for him for his elevation in his game. And you could see it in his persona and the physicality and the types of goals he scores. And I kind of call him the Jude Bellingham for Napoli, you know, because he has that aura, as you said, James. And I love it. I'm happy for the guy. And we'll, you know, I think, how old is he now?
McTominay?
Yeah.
I think McTominay is 27.
Right, so he has a lot of years, man. He has a lot of years.
I could be wrong there. I have to check that one. But the other thing is, you're missing his teammate as well from Napoli, obviously.
Of course.
He got an injury just before, you know, and it's terrible, but he would have been there as well with his teammate there, but he's not. So, and the reason I'm not saying his name, I wonder if anybody out there knows who I'm talking about.
I figured you were doing that. So we're having a lot of fun with that,
anybody
folks.
that's listening, who's the missing player? He was there up until, you know, obviously the game before he got an injury. Who are we talking about?
And, you know, folks, only one person I think got the movie right. Greg got it wrong. Greg, I'm surprised. You surprised me there, Greg. I thought Greg would have known it for sure. But, you know, like getting the freedom line. So, yeah. So, folks, as well, let me know if you're hearing us okay. We put this together. You know, I want to say a shout out to Lawrence. Yeah. So, you know, James, you know, the good thing about his live streams that it's very informal. James showing off his Scottish gear. I'm going to do the modeling voice. Modeling the Scottish authentic gear, the kilt, as it's known. And, you know, James will step away for a second, so I'll handle things for a little while like we usually do. I know you guys are used to my voice. So we're here at EXTV Studios, folks. We're halftime. Scotland is winning let me fix this scoreline really quickly because it's saying 90-something minutes, and that's not right. So let me just fix that really quickly. But if you're just joining us, let me know where you're from. And, you know, right now it's 1-0 to Scotland, a goal from McGinn. And we're here at EXTV Studios, and the World Cup fever is officially in. I know a lot of people have been complaining in Trinidad and Tobago about seeing the game, and, you know, you're having problems seeing the game. And, you know, James and I are having fun in our EXTV Studios. And, you know, everybody, we're trying to build this community of EXTV fans and have that what we're going to call the EXTV Ultras. So whatever team you support, it doesn't matter. We're building this community, you know, doing this to bring people together. We're not just limited to Trinidad and Tobago. I see a lot of viewers in my last couple of streams from Korea, from Mexico, from the States, from Canada, and I really appreciate that. And I know this game is very special for James. You know, he's been a contributor to EXTV for a long time now, and you know, to see join in this experience with him, with a Scotsman. And he played in Scotland as well, folks. You could Google him right now. And, you know, this is very exciting to see. So let me know who you all are supporting as well. Who do you think is going to win this tournament as well? And who are you supporting? So everybody in here, I see Chris. Chris got it right, folks. It's Braveheart. That's definitely the movie as well. And people in the TikTok as well, be sure to share with your friends. We want to get those likes up as well. And we'll be doing a lot of these. And tell me, is there a game you want us to do a watch along for as well? You know, maybe we could probably arrange and have some guests and we may do it at a location, who knows. But we could probably have a lot of people joining in and do some watch-alongs as well. And like I said, we're doing it like this because it's all natural. It's not produced where we have to act a certain way. It's all authentic. James is definitely putting on his best behavior right now. And, you know, he's in his full, authentic Scottish way. So, James, you know, I know we spoke about tactics. I know we spoke about all those things. But let's put tactics aside for a moment. You're a Scotsman, you know, seeing your team 1-0 in this first game. I can't even imagine the mixed emotions you're feeling right now.
Yeah, there's a long way to go, though. That's one thing I know about football as a player, as a coach and all that. Sorry, somebody's saying, Tommy's 29, sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad, yeah, you popped that in. But, yeah, there's a long way to go in the game. I think, like, game management will come into it. And I have to say one thing, I was just watching there, the Rush Sports. I have to give them the credit. The song that they bring out for the World Cup was fantastic. You know, there's some, obviously, Shakira, Rush Sports bring out this song, and I am very impressed, especially from the Caribbean region, you know? Yeah.
Some people saying it's an AI song. I don't know how true that is.
It could be.
Because, I mean, it could be. What do you all think about this song? What do you all think about just in general 2006 so far? I mean, I've been getting a lot of mixed opinions, and somebody from Trinidad and Tobago, which is where we're from, a lot of people have been complaining about not being able to see the World Cup. You know, usually it's for free on the local channels. So I know a lot of people have some problems with that. You could let me know your thoughts about that. You know, if it's too difficult, you know, in terms of access. So not everybody has cable. You know, so a lot of people just take it for granted it would be on these channels. I know a lot of people are probably going to have to flock to bars. Not everybody could do that. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the vibe? What do you think about the songs? James mentioned the Rush Sport song, the Shakira song. I almost called the guy Jelly Roll. At first, I didn't like the song. But eventually it kind of grew on me. And, you know, listen, let's be fair. It's a Tri-Nation World Cup. So, you know, a lot of people, I heard some people saying, you know, they don't like the American vibe, but I mean, it's their country. So
the one thing I would say is, I mean, I was the same with the Shakira song.
Yeah.
And the sad reality, Shakira's been at more World Cups now than Italy in the last 10 years.
Oh my gosh.
But,
oh
I
boy.
have to say that.
Oh.
Sorry, the Italian fans, but
oh my gosh.
But I actually started to like the song, and I think generally at the World Cup that happens. You know, the first opening ceremony, you hear it and you're like, okay, it's okay. But then because we start to hear it 5-6 times a day, it gets in your brain, you enjoy it, you know. And but it's just like, I remember last World Cup, there's times that you start to hit a wall, you know, especially ourselves, you know, you're like, I'm so tired. And then a game comes and it brightens up your day and you're like, wow, this is why we do this, you know?
Yes,
so, as I say, it's a little different, obviously, my country being there.
Yep.
So I hope that obviously we can go as long as we can. I am actually going to be travelling and I'm going to be doing some of the games, you know, from wherever I am.
Mm-hmm.
Be interesting, but I hope they're still in by the time I come back, because maybe we can get ourselves up there and take in some live with the fans as well.
Yes, it's very possible. I know James is going to make a run. There's a possibility I may do the same as well. So, you know, a new thing that the EXTV has been doing, we've been doing the IRL streams, which is, you know, I'm really, like James said, none of this would be possible without you fans and your support. And, you know, like I said, I came up with the name when we did the live stream, the EXTV Ultras, because let's be honest, this would not be successful or fun without you people out there doing this. It motivated me to do this. There were times, you know, I would say, oh, this is so exhausting. And, you know, these things, there's a lot of work involved putting these streams together. So, you know, having this community and, you know, this, you know, I know a lot of people talk down to technology sometimes, but it's good that we could connect with people like this on such a personal level and such multiple streams. And then further on in the tournament as well, I'll be putting it on Instagram as well for people. So, you know, it's truly a pleasure.
The good thing with that is, I mean, you get to meet people and the people become friends. I mean, I remember the last World Cup, we had a group that came out to every game. I think, like, for example, Yasser, Lana, Kevin, I try to remember the rest.
Greg
Obviously,
well.
Lisa was there. Yeah, these guys, There was a whole bunch, and they were there at every game. Greg came out to a lot of them, and especially as we're at Smoky Bunties, and I think maybe next week we'll end up there a day, and we'll do a game there. So come along if you're in town. Obviously, we know some people have to work, you know, so it is sometimes inconvenient, but you have to take advantage. The World Cup's a month, you know, if that. And then it's done, you know, and then you're back to that to normality there as we get a view at that stadium. I mean, I can't get over how beautiful that stadium looks.
Yes. I mean, the vibe there, you know, two nations, Scotland hasn't been in a while. So we got some stats here. So head-to-head goal, obviously, 1 to Scotland. Attempts on goal, 1 each. Attempts on target, 1 for Scotland from McGinn. Oh, this is the players. Sorry, my mistake. Not the overall stats. So assists 0, passes completed 5, 6, and it's gone already. I read it too slow. But it was a comparison between McGinn and Didson, I think, but yeah, you know, listen, you know, Haiti and Scotland. And this is why, you know, it shows you how, I know a lot of people are talking about the money and the cost of tickets, but these stadiums are filled, man. And it just goes to show you how even in the world that's financially in a mess as it is right now, these smaller nations, especially Haiti has a lot of problems. They have a lot of things going on with their nation, so this is a massive positive for them.
I was just pulling up some of the stats. I mean, we're talking about stats there. I mean, at the moment so far, 6-6, according to I'm pulling it up online, the stats here, but 58% possession to Scotland, which I'm surprised about actually, because I thought Haiti had came back. But the interesting one is pass accuracy. Haiti having a far more stronger pass accuracy, 89% to Scotland's 82%, but a lot more fouls. So, you know, those are some of the facts in the first half. But 167 passes to Scotland's 239. So those are some of the facts as we see the Scotland team coming out, looking like they're unchanged. And we'll see if Scotland can get this result. 1-0 up at halftime. A long way to go in the game. I think Haiti will start very strongly. They'll want to take the game to Scotland. As you see, obviously the coach Naismith there, one of the coaching staff there having a word with the team. We do need to step up. The first 20 minutes we need to be solid, but we need to take the game to Haiti, because if we back off, you know, we could be punished. And I think if I was the coach there, I'd be telling them, first 5 minutes, obviously, you know, be organised, calm, and then I think we have to take the game to Haiti. I mean, I think if we sit back, we could be punished. Yeah,
correct. You know, that's it. Interesting dynamics of this game. You know, you could sit down and say, all right, we're 1-0 up, we're comfortable, but that's just, as I love to use the word, it's a very misused word sometimes with game management.
I just watching something in the crowd. They're interesting to see, obviously, the fans are allowed to drink this time around. Remember the last World Cup, you know, no alcohol, well, we said. Obviously, the fans are now. You think that makes a difference to the World Cup?
I think it will. I think it may encourage a little bit of hooliganism, which is, you know, unfortunate, because Qatar was one of the best behaved tournaments from what I read.
Just watching there's the Andre of the Haitian team there, the analyst.
Yes, behind the laptop, under stress for the entire game. When you're an analyst, James and I, folks, we worked on the women's national team together, and I could tell you, you know, I've experienced this game from different perspectives as a fan, you know, as an analyst on TV, and then in the actual national team. And, you know, both of us, you could see there's so much that goes into games than just choosing the right formation. There's so much things that goes on, and, you know, as an analyst, you know, you don't get to enjoy the game as much, you know, from before the game, during the game, and then only when the game is done, then you're already thinking about the next game. But, you know, that's how it goes. Let me set the clock, folks, while Dream takes over.
I seen somebody there posting, I know who it is, the next Scotland flag there. Thank you for your support. You know who you are. As the game going to kick off, my heart pounding again, 45 minutes. You know, can we get this result? I'm sure we can, as Haiti kick off. Second half ago, and let's see who's going to come out victorious in Boston. So Haiti really starting to come forward, very similar to Scotland at the opening start. And as I say, looking like Scotland shaping up the same way, Haiti looking like they're pressing a bit forward, and now ball all the way through, gun getting there, and now Scotland's getting an opportunity to go up the park. But again, this is going to be an epic 45 minutes. I hope both teams have the energy to show us, you know, what they can do. Oh, and a little pull there, maybe there from Hickey. And this time he's going to get the yellow card. Yeah, it's the second time I saw him do that. He's going to have to be careful out there, you know, because the Haitian player, number 15 there, just getting the better of him a few times. He steps over the ball, goes past him. Hickey knows he's beat. He knows he has to pull him down there. If not, he's in danger. So we'll have to be careful there, and we'll have to watch that one.
Yes. So at least it's easier. Hickey getting a yellow card. But, you know, we'll definitely, at least now, this time around, can get the clock pretty accurate. Because sometimes I try to do this on my own.
This is the second time I see the Haitian team take a free kick and waste a free kick. You know, twice first half they did it. They just wait. I mean, an opportunity there. I don't know if he's trying to see gun off his line, but again, it gives the ball back to Scotland and a chance to regroup.
I see Rev 20210 is the Scotland flag. I'm guessing. Rev, let me know where you're from. Welcome. Are you from Scotland? Clearly, you're supporting Scotland. Let me know where you're from.
I know who that is.
Oh,
You were in our house tonight.
Oh, I see. But welcome anyway. We appreciate the support as well, and everybody else who's in here and all the different streams. I'm seeing a lot of people joining in as well, in TikTok as well, and on Twitch.
So Ben Gannon getting on the ball, the danger man probably for Scotland the first half. A nice opportunity now, but will he be able to catch it? But the Haitian player does really well. The number 5 they're getting back, but we need to get Ben Gannon on the ball more. He needs some support there. Adams coming over and helping him. Obviously committing the free kick there, Scotland kicking the ball away maybe a little bit. He's lucky there not to get a yellow card, but yeah, the commentator just saying how impressed he is with Ben Gannon. We knew how good he is, The sad thing is he missed the Euros last time around from an injury. He was the player that everybody was looking forward to. At that point, I think he was at Liverpool and then obviously transferred to Brighton. But very, very talented boy and big future ahead of him.
Yes. This. Let's see how both coaches interpret this game and how they're going to take it, because this is listen, Scotland hasn't been here since 1998. They want to get that result. And Haiti also, because of how the group is set up, they want to get a result. They don't just want to draw right now, but at this point in time, they want to get back in the game. So it's still pretty close. It's still within their reach.
I just watching something there again. Hickey getting caught into the ball. I mean, he got lucky this time, won the free kick. But if I'm Steve Clark now, I'm starting to think, well, he's on a yellow card. You've got Ralston from Celtic and Patterson who can play in that position. I think at some point he's going to have to think about that substitute there, because obviously Haiti are dangerous, and it's a dangerous pass back there to Gunn. Gunn did well, but we have to be careful. Shanklin did well there, an opportunity now. Again on the ball, dancing around like he does. Done. Great ball out to Ben Gannon. Can he take on? He's got 2 on him now. And if you look, that's what Haiti are doing now. They're doubling up now to stop him obviously getting past.
Yes. McGinn did well to keep possession with that crowd in midfield just now.
Oh,
well done.
And that's got to be a free kick there. Yeah, again, Ben Gannon, full of trickery. Somebody saying not appreciating the gift of set pieces.
Yeah, correct. I think he means they're wasting it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We're just seeing that free kick there. So now Scotland get an opportunity to put one into the box, and we have to capitalise on set pieces. We generally do well. We take it quickly, so I don't know. I was hoping we'd put it into the box. And this is what I'm saying. We lose out there an opportunity. He's done well to kind of slow him down a little bit, but yeah, we have to be very careful, because if you look now, they've got 2 forward, but we have to use set pieces a little better there.
Yes. So we'll see. Both teams trying to assert their dominance on the pitch right now, and I think these 10 minutes will be crucial for Haiti, because Haiti is going to want to, the longer the game goes along, the more nervous they will get and the more desperate, and it will play into Scotland's hands, because when Haiti starts getting more desperate, they will create gaps, and McTominay, McGinn, and all these guys could exploit that. So they're going to want to try to score at least within the next 15 minutes. But then this is a problem. You don't want to overcommit and concede a goal, and that's a problem.
And then you've got that hydration break as well, and that gives, so for example, and this is what you were saying, coaches will play towards it. They'll play, well, okay, the next 20 minutes till the hydration break, we do this.
Yeah.
And then the last, 25 will then go out, And that could be what one or the other teams will do, As we've seen Steve Clark there, he's starting to think probably, now 5 minutes in since the kick-off of the second half, he'll be starting to think, well, what the changes you have to make. And also, the way the game's changed now, you obviously have to make a certain amount of changes within a certain amount of windows, so you can't just make one change and one change. You have to generally make, it's 7 changes you can make, 3 windows, 5 changes in 3 windows, so we'll see.
Yes, folks. And folks, let us know what you think about James. James is gay. He has the authentic kilt on. He has a Scotland. James, what year is that?
What's that?
The jersey you have on. What year is that?
This is the new kit, actually.
Oh,
it's the same one the players are playing in. I'm waiting for somebody to bring me the new kit, but it's on its way.
It's on its way, folks. So, I'll have James Gay as well, and I'll be having mine. You can't see they're off camera, but off in the corner there.
What I love to see in the support as well is you're seeing kits from 10 years ago, you're seeing the new ones, you're seeing the old ones. It's great to see. And both teams, I've seen plenty different Haitian kits as well. And that's what I love about the game. You're seeing the different, the colours, support in terms of what they're wearing, and it's vibrant, they're enjoying themselves, and it's a party atmosphere,
Correct. And even while we're talking here, people are asking me to send in the stream, so I'm doing that. So I'm going to do
seeing
that.
there, it's Hanley there getting caught all over Pero, and Pero doing very well. You know, he's a strong player, and Haiti now trying to build up on the right hand side. But again, we have to be aware of these things. It's something that I said before the game. But I find Scotland this time, they're not stepping back as deep. You know, they're holding their line a little bit better. Now we have dropped back, but that's important, that, because you don't want to be crowding that area in front of gun and opening up any opportunities.
And in case you're wondering why I got really quiet, folks, a lot of people have been asking for the watch along to join in, and I appreciate that, so I'm sending it right now to everybody who's in here. And I'm glad you all are enjoying this because, you know, the World Cup has, you know, usually people focus on the big teams, but, you know, we like the smaller teams, and not just quote-unquote smaller teams.
Are you saying we're a smaller team?
I said that on purpose just to harass James, but, you know, like, it's good to have this experience. This is a unique experience to experience this emotional moment for you, and, you know, as a Scotsman.
And this will be a key moment in the game now. A corner now, 52 minutes. And again, they're going to take it. They're going to take it short. Interesting there. You know, and this is one of the things. Oh, it's a good ball in dangerous area, but
yeah.
You know, you set up the corner, and I find sometimes when you take unless it's planned that way, when you take a short corner, you know, you can see the players are not ready. They miss the opportunity there, rather than, you know, flooding that ball into the box. And then it's, you know, it's 50-50, you know. Whoever wants the ball going to win it. And Scotland now build the ball out for the back, gun going long this time. And a chance now. I don't know if he was onside, but it's Shankland. But he run the ball a little wide and the flag was up, but
it was definitely at least a foot offside. Yeah, you could see that. He tried a little lateral run there to try to beat the offside trap, but good idea, folks. You know, if that was just timed a little bit better, that would have been trouble for Haiti. Haiti definitely relying on those air balls, crossing it in. They are getting progress down the wings, but just not getting that final connection that you would like. And, you know, Scotland are going to have to kind of capitalize on those breaks.
Great work there from Ben Gannon Dokes. You actually see in there that he not only has the offensive play, he has the defensive play. As he there trying to rile up the crowd, tell them, you know, come on. As you see in the fans there. But yeah, that's great defending from him. He's not obviously known for that, but great to see the work rate of the young man.
Yeah, doing well to get his body between himself and the ball and draw that foul and get a goal kick. It would have been a foul anyway, I think, but he got that goal kick.
We just seen the referee with the 5 up there. Remember, they have 5 seconds to build it out, or it will be, you know, a chain. I think it's a yellow card or potentially even a corner. I don't know exactly how it works in terms of if they will give the ball to the opposition, but it could be a yellow card as well. So
yeah, so a lot of people have been asking me to forward this, but I want to get back to the game. TikTok people in here. I see Jerry. Jerry says, you know, he's going to head out now. I hope not. Can't stay. I guess because of the time in Korea, but everybody in here as well. Like I said, if you know people would like to join in and support as well and show love for James on Scotland, and I know there's not just people alone, they're not just from Trinidad and Tobago, there's a lot of people everywhere else.
And Jerry, before you go, I mean, obviously Korea obviously played the other day there. How did you feel your country did? How far do you think you can go? Yeah,
because Korea is a great team. Are you from North? I'm assuming maybe South. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I see Brendan saying, "Is that Aussie playing for Haiti?" Yeah, see that as that ball comes into the box.
Goodness!
Oh, an opportunity there for Scotland. Shankland just not able to stretch, and again Ben Gannon don't get in at the back, but a great ball. You know, one time whipped in, one touch and whipped it across. Fantastic ball. I think Shankland probably just didn't expect it so quickly, but that's a great opportunity again for Scotland.
Yes. This is a very interesting time in the game because now it could literally go.
I was just going to say, was it a corner? Yeah, it came off. So McGinn has a great corner. So let's hope he actually puts this one in the box this time. And this could be a great opportunity. 54 minutes into the game for Scotland. As we see there, Aussie there lining up at the corner, as Brendan says. Oh, needs to beat the first man though.
Is that another corner?
Yeah, I think it will be another corner there. But yeah, we need a bit more on it there. Pero there doing his defensive duties. Very good striker, I think. We know him all too well in the CONCACAF region. He's done well for Haiti. He'll be hoping he gets an opportunity. As all the big boys forward for Scotland. And we'll be hoping McGinn can whip this one in with a pace on it. McTominay there, we'll be looking forward to that Superman overhead kick. It's a bit deeper this time, the head in there.
Was that McTominay?
And actually a clash of heads there between McTominay and the Haitian player there. Wow, the good leap again. And this is something you see now from the top players. They're very good in the air, not only on the ground. Reminds me of the way Ronaldo gets up there, you know?
Oh, yeah,
we learned that from him at United at some point.
And probably in training session. So I see Kutan Torman is in here. Welcome, Kutan. in the TikTok feed.
I'm actually seeing the referee stopping the game for something. I don't know if it's McTominay maybe got a cut or something.
Because there was some contact between both players. And hopefully he's okay. I know when it comes to head injuries, they take it very seriously now. So it seems like everything is okay.
But you can see him mature now, even the way he carries himself now on the field, you know? I mean, different player completely from the Man United days in a sense, you know?
I think Napoli really made him grow as a player. And a person. You see that kind of calm feeling. So, you know, Haiti down the wings again. But I think Scotland doing well to...
Yeah, Ferguson did well there to get back. Really well there out front. Oh, and that's a little... the referee... Oh, and I didn't... As the linesman there takes it on the back of the head, I actually thought Shankland was through on goal. I didn't see it there.
So I saw Spectrum Kid. Oh, is that...
Yeah, I'm seeing the 8 seconds, yes, is when the goalkeeper has it in their hands, but I'm just talking about when the goal kick happens, a goal kick or a throw in, they have 5 seconds. I'm curious about that one. So Spectrum Kid, you could let us know on that one. Why this man doesn't have a...
I know exactly what Kirby means there. So Kirby, welcome Kirby, and of course I love your profile picture. Kirby's one of my boys from the Inter Milan group. Why this man doesn't have white hair spray in his hair? So Kirby, so folks, in case you're wondering, I love to do crazy colors in my hair. And folks in the stream, I can't find a temporary spray. I want to spray my hair white because I like crazy stuff like that.
I see Spectrum Kid on the ball again there. Thank you for that. So it is going to be, it would be an opposition would get a corner or a throw-in respectively if the 5 seconds countdown is done there. Thank you for that. A great job again on the facts there for us.
Yes. Spectrum Kid doesn't play. He's a good friend of mine.
Actually, we'll have to hire this guy, you know.
Yes. Yeah. Spectrum Kid. I think Spectrum Kid, you know, Billy, he's a good friend of mine. You know, Billy, I didn't know you were such a, you know, you could probably be our guy, our third guy on this show. EXTV and Billy.
Yeah, you can see Scotland now, you know, sitting into their two banks of four with the two in front. But again, I don't like us when we start to drop off and you're basically inviting trouble. They keep coming down this left hand side, a deep ball coming in, and Gunn stayed there. Again, Pirro looking for something from the referee, not going to get it there, but I find we dropping too high on Gunn there. It's Scotland now got an opportunity hopefully to come forward.
Yes, and on the TikTok chat really quickly.
Nice ball there into the corner. Can he get there? And it's Shankland again. And we'll get the corner again. Good job there. Good ball in. Shankland will just be hoping he gets one clear as we see. And actually, it looked like there was a little hand maybe on him there. I mean, but again, VAR are looking at it. So unless it comes back, there's obviously nothing in it, you know? So the cameras are everywhere now, Andre.
My one criticism of Haiti a little bit, or Haiti, is I've seen for the entire game, they have been trying really hard to get those ref calls in the box. Justified or not.
And it's like the boy that cried wolf, you know, you keep doing it. The one time you're right, you might not get it. You know?
And that's what I'm saying. You know, sometimes your ref may get fed up of you because for the entire game, both guys have been trying that.
This is an interesting setup of a corner. I'm watching. They've got a box basically on the outside. Let's see how this one goes.
Let's see what happens here.
And it didn't really work out. They didn't work out. And now, you know, Haiti got an opportunity to attack, and Scotland need to get back. Did well there. I think it was, they win the free kick there, and Scotland, you know, they did enough to get back, but I don't like that. You know, they risked, you know, it was Shankland actually, they worked himself all the way back there, but they risked, you know, giving Haiti a chance by putting in a poor corner, you know.
And this is why the game is still, Scotland is going to have to try to, you know, start creating some more opportunities, take a bit more control. And I'm not saying I know what the coach is thinking, but I'm guessing, you know, as the game goes along, maybe as it approaches the water break, Haiti is going to have to step it up a bit. And that's where Scotland, while it's a risky gamble, they're going to try to exploit the gaps that Haiti will create. So
you saw me reaching for my water there and talked about hydration break.
Oh, yes.
I have to go for the blue waters.
Oh, yes. Hydration time.
Brought to you by Blue Waters. So yeah, I think that the two Scottish forwards need to start pressure the ball a bit more. As a ball whipped in again, dangerous ball. And again, if you watch Pirro there, it looked like he wants to go down again. You know, so I don't know if that's part of their game plan. They notice something. They think that, you know, as seeing the coach here, you're looking upset. You know, you're not looking happy.
Yep.
As we get a view there, the fans, they're going to make a change. The number 11 coming off, Casimir coming on.
is it is a wide change.
Yeah, and actually, they're bringing off I think it's the right winger, Dietzen, the one that is up against McGinn. So obviously McGinn getting the better of him, obviously, as they bring on Casemiro, and he'll be hoping he can get a bit of fortune there. Fresh legs, but it's interesting he made one substitute though, as we were talking about that. Usually, you see coaches making 2 at a time at this point, but you're only making 1, so you're obviously saving, substitutes for the end of the game.
Correct, and I think they understand the importance because, as I mentioned before, the dynamic of the group to get that crucial victory in this first game, to take that pressure off of you in the second game.
Oh, and Scotland getting a free kick. I thought, was it McTominay there? It was McTominay, sorry. It was McGinn did really well there to get the free kick. If you actually watch, Scotland did really well to play through the lines there, and that's what they need to start doing when the Haitian line runs at them, play the ball through. It creates a pocket of space there, and Scotland did well. So can they create something now from this set piece?
Yes. I see Jerry. Are you live tomorrow? Yes, Jerry. We're live every day. Even if we don't do watch-alongs, we're going to be doing wrap-ups as well. So, like at the end of each World Cup day, we'll wrap up games, and then we'll do watch-alongs as well. But a free kick for Scotland here.
A lead that is still a slender one for Scotland.
Went out wide there.
I think we're being very wasteful with these free kicks.
Yeah. I guess it's a foul.
The referee gave it, it's a free kick there, but just as Henry there pleading his case there, but again, a little bit of a waste. The referee touched the ball, so I think he's stopping it because of that, which I always find a strange one, because to me, if the referee touches the ball, it should be a drop ball between both teams, not going back to, one team, but it looks as if it's obviously he's going to give it back to Haiti, it looks like.
Yeah, and I think I remember that was the original rule, and I remember there was a rule change, and maybe Spectrum in there could verify for us that was usually the case when the ref hits the ball. There's a drop ball, but it seems
it's probably who was in possession at the time, but my concern with that is possession could be lost in that moment as well.
Correct.
And that's what people forget. It's in the moment of the ball. It's a nice ball there played for Haiti down the right-hand side. Ferguson did well there to slow it down, and that was Casemiro's first touch, comes back, and Haiti have quite a few men into the box there. They need to get it in. Really, really good there from Shanklin.
Yeah, very clean
good
defending
there. Yeah, and it's from a striker. But
ref.
Actually, he wins a free kick, and that's good. Somebody's saying there, are you staying awake to watch
Channel Logo and Friends play? Of course. I don't know if we'll do a watch along, but I'll watch it. Kirby, look at this funny
that touch there again. There, I think that was the guy that just came on. A really nice touch.
It's like
and it beat the beautiful game there and show.
Yes, on slow motion. So I see Kirby saying hydration break, wetting after wetting. Kirby, are you staying awake? Yeah, I'll definitely look at it. And Kirby, you'll probably like if you look up here. You can see my loyalties where they lie. So I know you'll love that, Kirby. Kirby, where's the rest of the Inter Milan boys? What's happening with them?
Yeah, seeing Scotland send a few players out to warm up. I'm actually watching it, looking like was it Hurst there getting sent to warm up there? I mean, it looking like Shanklin looking tired. As we see the Haitian players there, they look like they want to be on that field, and they're not on. It's Hickey now taking that throw.
That's always great when you see players hungry to come on. Oh, good interception there.
And a break away from Haiti now, and they have to get back defensively. It's a little bit overhit there. I mean, and this is they need to take these opportunities as they get them, and they're not there. The number 10, they're playing a bad ball. The coach just telling them to take a little bit off it, but a good opportunity there for Haiti. And Scotland were on the back foot there. Hickey was up taking the throw, so something to be aware of if you're a Scottish coach. that little gap in behind. Oh, yeah. I think he took too long there. You saw it right there in play. He took too long, and the referee giving him the throw. And again,
wow,
you have to be careful with that.
That's such a players. This is another example of the new rules. How quickly, if you don't pay attention, it could affect the game. Clearly, the intent is to make the game faster. Some people agree, some people disagree. What do you think, James? What do you think about the rules?
I like it to an extent, but I think you have to. If a player's taking advantage of it, yes. But I think it's like everything. It has to be relative to the game, So like there, I don't think he overly did it, If you're taking 6 and 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds, yes. But again, they're saying 5. I think 5's a little quick in my opinion.
Correct.
Especially if you think about it as a goalkeeper, you put the ball down to kick a goal kick. 5 seconds is a little quick in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, anyway, James would tell you folks, he's a former goalkeeper.
Well, I'll tell you, when I came out of retirement last year to play in the CFU Shield for Wallyous, by the time I went and got the ball, I was knackered. So to go kick the ball in 5 seconds is hard, you know. But as we just seen there, Haiti now trying to get the better of the Scottish wide players.
Kirby is saying, because he's speaking about the Inter Milan fans, they're out there looking for Palestra, but they're only finding Dodo and Cambiaso. Oh my goodness.
That's the third time they've played that ball, and Scotland need to be aware. They're basically trying to watch the Scottish line backing up, and then they're dropping the ball in behind there. That's a good free kick to win for Scotland there. Robertson, I think it was. And he's going to call a hydration break now, is it?
Let's see. I'm seeing the signal here.
Yeah, the hydration break. The hydration break brought to you by Blue Waters.
Yes. Yeah, and this is how it completely changes the game, because, you know, this was not a thing just a couple tournaments ago. So this, you know, like when it gets to the knockout stages and you have those, you know, the whoever is left at the time, those things can make or break teams. And, you know, we'll see how it goes.
I think at this point you're going to see right after the hydration break, Steve Clark make 2 substitutes. Like I said, I think you're going to see probably Hickey go off because of that yellow card, just as a precaution. I think we're also going to see one of the front men, whether it's Che Adams or Shanklin, come off. I think Shanklin looking like he's doing a little bit more running and defensively.
Yep.
So I think maybe Che Adams might come off, maybe for Hurst or Lyndon Dykes. I think that's 2 that could make. You know, he's also got, like I said, Kenny McLean could come on in the middle. We need a bit more energy. You know, I think at this point, you know, half an hour to go just about. We need to get that energy and get up the field a bit more.
So I see Spectrum Kid in there, you know, showing his comments. Let me just stretch this out so we could read the entire thing.
Right. A nice explanation there, yeah.
All right, so Spectrum Kid is saying the 2026 clarification, Law 8. Wow, you don't mess around at all. Start and restart of play. The newly implemented 2026-2027 IFAB law changes amended that the text for a drop ball to clear up a specific edge case. The wording now explicitly clarifies that the team would have the gain possession, including the team that would have taken the restart if the ball was already heading out of bounds. Okay. Hitting an official or an outside agent.
I see he says an outside agent, and that could be me. You know, 007.
007. James. No, Beard. James
Bond.
Beard.
James Bond.
Adhesive Bond. So Chris, I agree with James if the player is overdoing the time wasting. Yeah, and there's little situations, of course, clearly, you know, as Spectrum is highlighting, there's a lot of technicalities that we don't see, and I'll have to, they're always changing the laws. It's very difficult to keep up with the changes. But, you know, a simple situation, let's say, while you're physically trying to get the ball, you know, sometimes there are delays. Sometimes a ball goes into the crowd. You know, you have to take that into consideration, which I'm sure they did when they were making the rules. But there's a practical element where I know there's some people from the school of if it's not broke, don't fix it. And then there's some people saying, okay, it's for the sake of, so the game doesn't get boring and repetitive. But I think sometimes, you know, changes for the sake of making changes hurts the game sometimes. Sometimes.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's like, I'm watching the hydration break there. I think the hydration break, yes, obviously there is a hydration element to it, but I think, just seeing there, Steve Clark said he wants to do the substitutes. Maybe he heard me. That's actually who I was messaging right there.
Yeah. Hey, Steve.
But I think it's just about as much about the coaches getting 2 or 3 minutes with the players as well. You know, it could be that, you know. I mean, they'll say no, but realistically, it gives the coach 2 or 3 minutes in the second half or in the first half to get a new message to your players.
And that's what I was basically saying earlier. It's now basically 4 quarters now, because it counts a lot. I mean, there's so much information you can now have players catch their breath a little bit. And yes, I know it's originally made because of the conditions, but it definitely, as people who appreciate the tactical side and, you know, we worked on teams, that makes a big difference. That could easily, if there's a game running away from you, these breaks could definitely break that momentum for the team that's getting smacked around.
Yeah, so we are see the restart coming. Scotland back on the ball. Ben Gannon Dope, they've been the danger man so far in the game for Scotland. But as I say, we're going to see, I think, 2 substitutes very soon. But Scotland getting a little bit of possession, which is good. Now the chance to build on the left-hand side, McGinn dropping into that pocket. A little push there. I think he played for it a little bit, to be honest.
Showing his experience there to draw that foul.
I think we see that in the Premier League all the time. He's using it. I mean, the back home in Scotland, they'd say he uses his arse since his backside there to get into that, you know, the space there, and he used it to shield the ball. He gets a free kick and an opportunity now. Hopefully this time we'll put it into the box.
And if they could get it, like, you know, McTominay is good in the air and, you know, maybe do that bicycle kick we all wanted, folks. Let's see. Let me keep an eye on the TikTok as well. All these streams, folks. So everybody's in here. Spectrum definitely not messing around with the technical stuff.
Yeah, I seen the fans there. Robertson this time, I think, going to whip the ball on his left foot. So quite a few big boys in there. And I'm looking now, we have two on the edge of the box, which is good because I don't like that ball coming out. As it goes in, oh, I see one of the Scottish guys falling on the ground there. I don't know what happened, but McTominay there saying he was impeded. The referee will check it.
Let's see. He is asking that question. Is it a foul? McTominay is not a guy who dies.
He actually does have a hand on him. I mean,
Yeah, this
you
is-
watch two hands on him, yeah.
You just see he goes over this.
This could be...
It would be soft, I think. I don't think the referee going to give that.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say it has to be clear and intentional, and I didn't see that. As Scotland there go all the way back to the start again. And if you watch, look at the pace of the Haitian player chasing down the ball. That's what you're going to see now to the end of the game, you know?
Yes,
and
yes.
Hanley, they're just about getting caught on the ball.
The game is definitely going to open up a little bit now because it's approaching, this is a key point in the game. Haiti wants to get a result in this first game because pretty much how I've seen the dynamic in this group, whoever loses this first game is practically out of this tournament.
Yeah, it's Robertson just winning the ball there. Nice little break of the ball he got in there, and Scotland get it back. 71 minutes on the clock, 90 minutes to go of regulation time. Scotland 1-0 up, but a lot of football still to be played. The referee said to get back, and then obviously you get the 5 seconds and Scotland restart. Nice little ball inside, and there's an opportunity now. Can he get it into the box? Let's hope we can create something. Nice ball in. Shankland was there, but just not enough to find him. Scotland still have it though. A nice opportunity now. Here it is. McGinn.
Oh my, that was it.
That's a huge chance. He actually saying he was pulled down there. He going to the
Let's
referee
see.
again.
And very, very passionate plea to the ref.
That was actually a better chance than the one he scored from.
Let's see. He had a clear chance there.
Oh, he does get taken down. The referee will probably say he gets the shot off, so
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
not going to pull it back. But I think there was something in that, personally. If Ali McCoy is watching, I'm sure he would be saying the same thing.
Oh, yeah. I would have loved to see much more of a replay for that.
And Haiti got the park now. They need to close down the man there, the 15. And they've got an overlap on the left-hand side. Oh! That was a big chance there for Haiti. Isidore there, the substitute coming in at the back there, just not able to get it.
I don't think he was
Somebody saying they need to have stricter laws on simulation there.
trying to curl the
Yeah, Spectrum Kid, a player, falls to the ground clutching his ankles, is ignored by the ref. Yeah, it's always been a problem in football. Look at McGinn's shot there. So yes, it was a follow-through. It would have been harsh, I think.
I think it would be harsh because to me he gets the shot off. So I mean,
Yeah.
if he had tackled him before the shot came in, it's a clear penalty in my opinion. But
I know there's
he
some
got the
people
shot.
that are literal, like Drax from those Marvel movies. If you want to go by the law, yes, but I think this is why you need interpretation, human interpretation, because as you said, he got the shot
Well,
off.
if not, it becomes like a computer game, and we don't want that. We want
Yeah.
to keep, the human element in the game.
Where you need that common sense in there.
I see Ben Gannon Doak there pulling up with cramps, so I think that
at least
Oh boy, that's
could be one of the subs. But again, we've got Curtis there who could come in. As Robertson did really well there to keep in. I thought he was going to let it go out. An opportunity now for Scotland.
Ooh.
It's an overhit pass, and Haiti going to come back now.
and then with
Yeah, I've seen 3 substitutes for Scotland. Obviously, we see in Lyndon Dykes. We see in, try to see the numbers, Christie it looking like, and I don't know who the number 22 is. I can't see from here. So, that's a huge move by the Scottish coach. Yeah, I'm seeing Finlay there down on the ground.
yeah, he's
That
struggling
might
right now.
change, actually, the substitutes that I'm trying to check now who the number 22 is for Scotland.
made Shankland chase after him, went around
Let me
him.
see who that is. 22.
Definitely had to come off because of the struggling issues he
Nathan
was.
Patterson. So he has taken into consideration what I said. He's going to change the right full back. He's bringing obviously Curtis off for I think it's Forrest actually, from Celtic. Good player, very technical player, good on the ball as well. And there's a man there, a big strong striker. We have ex-Livingston player as well coming on there. Lyndon Dykes, so it's Hickey, Gannon Dokes and Adams coming off. So now you've got 2 big centre forwards in Shankland and Dykes.
Mhm.
Scotland now have to utilise that. And Nathan Patterson, ex-Rangers player, now currently with Everton coming on. Again, they look like movie stars these days, you know?
Yeah, these
I
guys look
remember
so
when he was a
cool.
young boy at Rangers now.
Yeah.
These big boys now.
They're looking like proper stars now.
This is the strange one. I'm seeing Haiti now making another single substitution.
Hmm.
Which means the coach now has to make a triple substitution at the end if he wants to make. That's very interesting.
Yeah, he's definitely holding back. So clearly he's not making much changes. And it's only 15 minutes left, possibly maybe 2-3 minutes of extra time. Let's see how Haiti responds, because I think it works in Scotland's favour as Haiti gets more desperate because they want to get that 3 points before they face both Brazil and Morocco.
Scotland will know about him.
I think you'll see, like I'm seeing there, you'll see the fresh legs of Lyndon Dykes obviously holding the line now a bit more, as we see our opportunity now down the left-hand side of the number 15, trying to get past, obviously, a fresh Forrest as well there. But this number 15, Providence, I think it is, he's been real tricks of the trade there, trying to get past the player, but he's not been able to, capitalise and put a ball in that Haiti could score on yet. As they build it out the back again. Scotland's line's a little higher this time. It's a ball looking like it's going to go in there.
Oh,
nice little ball outside and good defending there from McTominay. Came in right at the right time.
McTominay reminds me of those players like in the early 2000s, those all-action box-to-box midfielders.
He's like a Swiss Army knife, he can play anywhere. I mean, we've seen him play centre-forward, centre-midfield, centre-back, he plays in the 10. I mean, it just shows you how talented a boy is,
He kind of reminds me, he's not the same player, but the characteristics of defensive attacking, like, players like Veron, Balak to an extent, who played for Germany. And, I love players like that.
I think to be put in a sentence with that, he'd be really happy. Good win there from Hanley, that's why he's in there again. And Scotland need to defend that box, Haiti still keeping 6 men forward, so it's going to go back in there. Good first win there from the Scotland skipper, and they need to clear the lines and get out.
So Haiti, as expected, turning it up right now, they need to get something out of this game, because as it stands, it is not looking good for them.
Well, what I would say is, the good thing for them is, whether this result stays the same or not, the fact that Brazil and Morocco only got a point, So, whereas if one team had won, it makes it a little bit more difficult. So, and I'm not saying Haiti could necessarily beat those two. We'll have to see on the day. Anybody can beat anybody. But, with it being a draw earlier on, if you're a Brazil fan, are you disappointed in the result earlier on? If you're a Moroccan fan, you probably thought you did enough, because in the first opening part of that game, you looked very, very good.
Ooh, causing some problems there. Haiti trying to find that gap, passing the ball on top of the box. Creating some space for himself, but straight into a defender. I think it was McTominay, is it? No.
McTominay giving the ball away there. That's a bit dangerous, though. Somebody needs to close down the ball.
Ooh.
Oh, and they claim him for a handball, but the Scottish Patterson did really well there to get his chest in the way,
Yes, and position his hands really well. That could have easily gone in the wrong direction. Ooh, there's some valid claims for a possible handball there, but
the only thing I would say is, remember, are your hands in an unnatural position? I don't know the VAR will tell us, they'll check it. I think that's what the Haitian players were looking to see, that if it got checked.
But personally, I wouldn't give a handball, but the rules now are so strange. So there's a corner for Haiti here. Scotland will have to make sure and keep things tight here. And with each moment that passes by, Haiti is going to get more and more desperate.
Dykes very good in the air, so it's great that we've got him on there. Clears the lines and gets Scotland up, but we need to get pressurising that ball a little bit so we can win it back. Patterson that time got beat too easily and opens up a little bit of an opportunity now for Haiti. Shot there, that's not going to test Gunn at all. Sorry, as Gunn plays it out with his feet there. It was an easy save there, an opportunity now for Scotland to come away with it again.
And the real question here you're going to have to ask for Haiti, if you're from Haiti's perspective, are you okay with a 1-0 result, or are you going to go all guns blazing and try to get that equalizer? And that's really the real question. Of course, the simple answer is yes. You want to get a 1-1 and get back into this game, possibly get a win. But because of how this game is going, do you want to go all guns blazing and try to get that equalizer and then
what a ball that was there from
hope for the best against Morocco or Brazil?
A little flick there off the ball from Lyndon Dykes. Just seeing the touches he has, he's been a player. I could tell you that he came from my local team, Livingston, like I did as a young boy. He's actually was Australian, I think, and he naturalised to play for Scotland. Very good player. And I think he's now playing in England.
Doing well, yeah.
Yeah, Scotland now trying to build something up. He needs support though, McGinn. Oh, I think there's maybe a foul there, personally. Yes. I think the referee missed something there. There's an opportunity now for Haiti. Oh, great defending again for Hanley, but I think the referee should have called the free kick there further out the field. There's a Scotland players telling him the same thing.
Yeah, I think that was definitely Haiti got away with one there, which could have changed the game totally.
And that's Rod Stewart said the same thing, But and the funny thing is, if Haiti go and score, VAR can go back now and tell you, there was a free kick at the park. So I'm surprised he didn't, tell the referee that.
So a corner for Haiti, as expected, putting the pressure on now.
My heart's starting to beat a little faster. 10 minutes to go in the game.
Yes, James, I can know how you're feeling right now. Folks, I think James is doing a good job composing himself, but I think, getting 3 points in this game is very important, especially with the dynamic of the group.
Did well again there to win the first header. And they need to get out the box. I see Gunn there just telling them to get up the park, get out, good. And they leave in basically 8 players of Haiti offside.
I see Joshua Feely.
We've seen the match momentum on the field there. It's a bit more from Haiti as that ball goes direct. It's going to go all the way through to Gunn, and he'll milk a few seconds off of that until he picks it up.
Yeah, they're just going to keep going forward.
So while we have a few seconds, Joshua Feely is in here. It's getting close. James is getting nervous. I'm feeling nervous for James because you want to get that 3 points. You want to start off really strong. So when you get into that second game, it's going to be difficult because it's Brazil and Morocco.
Lyndon
Could this
Dykes
be
did
something?
Fantastic there. An opportunity now into the...
Ooh.
Needed to be a better ball in there. I thought the Haitian player did it. He headed that a bit casual. And that's not a free kick. That's the same...
Yeah, that's a bad call, ref.
That's a soft one.
That's a bad call, ref. I think...
that's the free kick there. No. To me, there's nothing in that.
Yeah, that's a soft call.
Scotland making 2 more. Finlay Curtis now coming on, the man I said, and they've realised there's a little bit of a problem there. I think it's McGinn coming off.
Yeah. I guess that tightened things up a bit.
Yeah, and also McLean coming on. Yeah, McGinn won his race in the midfield. He looking tired. He got the goal. He had another chance. If it stays this way, he'll be, the man that gets all the plaudits,
Yes.
It doesn't matter how they go in, as long as they go in. And Shanklin coming off there, they both looking tired, Shanklin always looked very stocky when I watch him, but he's got the job done for Hearts, Didn't score today, but he put in a good shift. But this is the man here, Finlay Curtis, coming on.
They get a lot of service. Didn't get a lot of...
I'm just saying there, Spectrum Kids saying Haiti's 15, Providence used to play for PSG and Roma youth teams. Wow. And he looks the part. He plays for Almere City right now. That's wonderful. Great information again from Spectrum Kid. And he looks a talented player, but to me, he needs somebody in that box to show up now.
And right now in the TikTok shot here, welcome Jerry. Also Joshua Feely. No Scotland, no party.
Yeah,
looking good, lads. I see Joshua, joining as well. So everybody who's in the TikTok as well, just a quick moment to remind you all, be sure to follow us on all the socials. We're going to get to that 10,000 follower and subscriber mark. That's the plan. But 83 minutes, we're approaching the crucial time. Can Scotland hold off or will Haiti pull something back, James? We all know what James wants and we all know what I want. It's very clear who I'm supporting today.
Kenny McLean there just looking very composed on the ball, and you can remember that wonder goal that he scored against Denmark to get us there from just on the halfway line. As an opportunity comes, the balls went out there. But Scotland need to get on the ball a little bit more.
And this is where guys like McTominay will have to use their experience. Let's see. Spectrum Kid.
Fresh legs on the pitch.
Okay, I think I read that one already from PSG and so on. So I'm seeing the comments in all the different streams as well. Joshua, welcome back. Like I said, everybody in the TikTok as well. Keep the comments coming in. Let me know where you're watching the game from, who you're supporting. Who's your team for the World Cup? We'll be watching the games. We'll be having watch-alongs. We'll have meetups as well. Maybe at Smokey and Bondi's, maybe, wherever at the studio. And we'll have you all join in and we'll have some hangouts or limes, as we say in Trinidad and Tobago.
I see Scotland went basically into a 4-5-1 out of possession. And also when they're in possession, they're playing more like a 4-2-3-1, which is interesting because to give us that, but they're playing very narrow, even in possession. A header there. Oh, wow. Perro there putting that past the post. He should have scored there.
Yeah, I was a little bit scared. That was the chance there. And the thing is, they have been getting those half chances, and this is the first real one, I think, because he got challenged most of the time, but he should have done better there.
Yeah, he gets that really well between Hanley and Henry there. Great header. Probably had Gunn beat, if I'm being honest, but we get away with that one.
Yeah, that's a bit of relief. You could see it on the crowd. You could see it on James there. And he's holding his head in,
I think I lost a few other hairs there.
Yeah, the few we had left is just going, folks.
I see Providence there. Fortune coming on there from Providence. And they'll be hoping to use these fresh legs. Again, it was a one substitution. So that's all their substitutions done. And they still have 5 minutes to go. Very, very interesting. I wonder if the coach knows the rules.
I don't know, man.
2 others you could have made. And that might come back to, because, for example, if they get an injury now, in the closing stages. You know, they've got nothing else to bring on. McTominay doing really
Wow.
well there. Wow,
Skill from
that's
McTominay.
fantastic. And he wasn't able to get past the final man there, but really, really skillful. They need that now in the closing minutes from McTominay.
Yeah, you need that experience to just control the pace of the game, you know, choose your moments to attack. And he did really well to create that combination play there. And he's such a physical presence.
I think the good thing is now we have McLean behind him and Ferguson. It's now going to release McTominay now the fact McGinn's went off, so he will get a little bit more leeway to go forward on the ball now.
So can Scotland see this out? It's the opening 3 points in the opening World Cup match.
Yeah, this is better. Nice build up down the left hand side. They've got a 2v1 there, an opportunity.
Probably passed a little bit too early there.
Finlay Curtis, grid ball. And I think Lyndon Dykes didn't realise. It's a nice opportunity there. Good ball there for the youngster. And they'll be hoping they can make a few more of them before the end of the game.
Yeah, and it was just the right height for him. And as you rightfully said, I don't think he expected that ball there, else he would have thrown his body at it.
I think Scotland need to stop Haiti playing through them when they get the ball now. Let's say we're closing into the last 4 or 5 minutes of regulation time. They need to make sure that they don't let them come out so easily with the ball.
So this is where Haiti have to, you know, ask themselves some questions, because do they go all out? Because the game is, you know, approaching the 90th minute. They are 1-0 down, and, you know, you're going to have to try to get something from this game heading into the second game. As you said, it's not a total disaster because of the draw in the last game, but because of the nature of the opposition they have to play, you know, that definitely has to play into their mind, you know, because they're definitely going to fancy their chances to try to get an equalizer against Haiti, because, you know, folks, let's be real, Haiti and Morocco are very strong.
Did very well there, the second ball there from the Scottish player to do, yeah, and they're going to milk every second now.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, literally 3 minutes to go in the game, but Haiti's still getting opportunities inside the Scottish box, which is obviously something we have to be careful with. As we just see that there, he chested it down, obviously, the Scottish number 13, Hendry, there just coming in, doing enough there, and as I say, this ball will go direct. The referee just telling Gunn to speed up a bit. We have to use that man. We have to use him as a target man right now. Milk the last few minutes. Hopefully create something, because you don't want the ball coming back on you in the last few minutes, because everybody's out on their feet out there. They're tired, you know. So this is when game management has to come in. Use the players you've got, as we just did there. Probably Forrest needed to be a bit more ready for that. Is that ball coming forward? Hanley has to win this one though. Did really well there.
Yeah. Very well to hold his defender back and get that foot to his ball to slow things down.
It is a bit stretched at the moment. No, I'm seeing, you know, you can see the 60 yards there from defence to attack. Scotland need to put pressure on the ball.
And gone to Scotland's head coach, Craig Levine and Alex McLeish.
Yeah, but the names that you're mentioning, just outweighs just soonest.
Yes, you could feel the tense moments here, folks, for both countries and for James.
2 minutes to go, and I'm watching, but I would imagine there'll be at least 6 minutes added on, I'm thinking. So Scotland need to defend that box for a little while longer. Like I say, this is when you need your young guys. Finlay Curtis coming on to take a little run, to get to the corner, try and create something, you know. Let those young legs come and do something. I've seen Craig Gordon there, old teammate of mine on the bench there. He's so glad to be there. Probably would be a little disappointed not to play, but you know what? Everybody has a job to do for the team.
I remember when Craig Gordon, way back in 2006 at Sunderland, I believe, you know, my cousin and I were huge fans of Craig Gordon. I think Roy Keane was coaching him at the time.
There's the overhead kick that people were looking for. It's from the wrong player. Yeah.
We got the bicycle, but from the wrong person. But I remember Craig Gordon was highly praised by Roy Keane, and, you know, I saw him at Sunderland. And, you know, it's interesting. I didn't know James then. And, you know, it's kind of surreal that James knows him. And it's great to have that kind of play. He feels like he was that fresh-faced young kid. But anyway, Scotland trying to create something here.
I'm watching, a minute to
that's
go.
Okay, that's okay.
Time there.
I can totally understand.
Scotland need to just be very smart now, not give away anything. Patterson, is it? Yeah. I'll be honest, you'll take that free kick there, you know?
Yep.
Make sure you get back, organised, no yellow cards, so make sure you get men behind the ball. We're now basically going into the 90th minute. Scotland need to keep working though. There's still probably, I'm guessing, 6 minutes. We'll wait and see when the board goes up, but it's been a good, when I say good performance, a polished performance from Scotland.
Yes.
You know, could they have created a lot more? Yes, but you know, let's see. how they can get what they can get here at the end.
Yes, I think it's as it stands. I mean, it's 6 minutes of extra time here. A lot can happen, as we know in football.
Oh, this is great from Forrest there. He needs to just take every second. A little kick there. Yeah, I think there's a little kick there. The ref, he could have looked at that, but he didn't. We need to make sure you get back behind the ball. It's too easily beaten there this time. Well done, Ferguson. Good. Now an opportunity. You give the young man a run, put it in the corner and let him run. Let him go 1v1. This is what you want. 1v1 with the player there. Go inside, outside, whatever it is. That's a great ball in. Ah, the defender did really well there to get back. Oh, it's a high boot maybe there.
That's just, I think, the youthful enthusiasm there.
But also, and I find that's I have a problem with that. You give a yellow card there. He's going for the ball. He doesn't see the player.
Yeah.
I find that a difficult one. You know.
That's where a lot, and it wasn't even that high. I've seen worse tackles, and this is where referees sometimes have to use their discretion. He clearly wasn't trying to hurt the player. But I guess they have to go exactly by the line of the rules. So your foot is that height. But I think that's an example of you get the fall, but the yellow was a bit unnecessary. And the game, to be fair, has been played in good spirits between both players. And it's very good to see that, considering the stakes of this game for both countries.
So Haiti now trying to build up down this left hand side. Good pressing again there from Forrest as he comes back. Will there be a moment of magic from somebody, in the closing 5 minutes into added on time, into the second minute virtually of the 6? But we need some of those leaders on the field, whether it's Robertson, McTominay, to basically to lead the troops through to the end.
There is an edge. There is a tension.
Yeah, there is an edge and a tension. I've seen the commentators say that. I feel it a little bit,
Yeah, and I could understand that. I'm feeling it here, folks. Whipped in.
Good defending there again from Henry. But what we need to do is, I think we're not winning the second ball anymore. We're winning the first ball, yes, and that's very important. If you don't win that second ball, you're giving the ball right back, and again, they're going to keep putting that ball into the box.
So, do you think this is a risky game, James, sitting back and allowing them to whip those balls in? Or do you think Scotland can see this out?
I don't think they have much more, to be honest, in the tank. That's the problem, I mean, this is where you want your Lyndon Dykes who came on, Curtis who came on, Forrest, to just, give you something, whether it is run it into the corner, take the hits, right there. Ooh, that was a sore one there.
And he's a very physical guy, so even his...
I'll be honest, he goes for the ball there. I mean, this is another one. He goes for the ball.
Free kick in a very dangerous area.
Yeah, that's like a 50-50 ball, I think.
But again, a dangerous free kick. Scotland need to defend that box well.
And that's the thing when you're taking up this defensive. Whipped in.
Oh, yeah, well good defended again. I have to say, from both teams, though, the set pieces have been pretty poor today. It's something that it's a moment in the game that you can get something out of, and they've not taken advantage of it at all. As Placid plays the ball direct down the centre there, probably looking for Perro's second ball. Ooh.
Oh my goodness!
If he had not went down there, that could have been something. Very unfortunate there from him, but I'll take it from Scotland.
Yes.
3 minutes to go. Gunn there, just trying to take every second he can. He's going to go route one direct down the field.
Get some height on the ball there. Kills a couple seconds.
Oh, that's I didn't see the last defender there. I thought he was 3 on goal.
Yeah. And I think he would have been on, because he was a couple feet behind. The line wasn't straight.
Good defending there, just man in the right spot. But we need to get a hold of the ball now. I find it pinging around there like a ping pong. And not the ping pong you have in Trinidad, not the chocolate sweet, the ping pong machine,
Oh, yes. Whipping, like I said, Haiti swinging those balls in right now.
Good defending again, but it's a little risky. We need to get something here, and have a sandwich there between Forrest there. A little unfortunate, I think. 2 minutes to go. Kenny McLean there, high foot.
The Haitian benches. They are furious right now.
I can understand that one. He's high, his studs are showing. The first one I'm not so sure about. But again, you've given Haiti opportunities. 2 minutes to go,
Let's take a look at that replay. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Top of the knee, definitely.
That one is justified, I guess.
Yeah.
So you see, this is a perfect example of what we were talking about versus the previous tackle. Even though, like I said, it wasn't intentionally malicious, at least you made contact with the knee. But the question I ask, should Haiti have turned on this intensity maybe a couple minutes earlier? Because, it's the World Cup. It's your first game of the World Cup. And it seems like they only really turned on the intensity in the last 5 to 6 minutes or so.
So they Placid there. I mean, this is exactly what I said about the coach. To me, an experienced coach, you get a player injured at this point and you've made all these substitutes. So, yes, the goalkeeper coming and saying, you know what, but he's made his bed there. He's made his substitutes, and this is why I say sometimes you've got to know the rules a little better.
Correct.
And that was a great chance there from Haiti. Great chance. And as I say, they're going to get an opportunity to put it back into the box again now. Scotland need to be switched on, but again, minutes ticking away. We're going to go into the 6th minute. So the referee probably going to have to add, you know, an extra minute. I mean, I don't know if the coach is there saying that he wants a red card.
That's what he's arguing. I think it wasn't, the intent wasn't malicious, but of course by the line of the law, which is a little bit annoying sometimes if you take it too literally. So they'll probably add on maybe 2 extra minutes, maybe. I'm just guessing. I just feel as if Haiti, I mean, of course, you know, with us here, if it ends like this, this is perfect. This is a great start.
We'll take it, you know. But I mean, the funny thing is, I didn't think, I'll be honest with you, they're saying go check VAR. I don't think he gets caught that much there. I mean, all of that tape and all of that he put on, unless there's a cut on the knee, I think he's milked it a bit, and now he's taken it off. See, what's the point of all that? Yep. So he stayed down all that time. Now he's taking the bandage off.
Unless it's a tactic to maybe add on a couple extra minutes.
But look, they're getting is that a throw-in? No, sorry. Yeah, I thought he had the ball in his hand there, but I'd seen it on the ground. And they've taken it quickly. So Scotland need to defend the box now. Get out and pressure the number 8. Somebody needs to do it. Or is he going to strike it from there?
Oh,
that's a
terrible
waste
shot.
there. I mean, and again, set pieces.
Terrible shot.
But we'll take it. As I say, I think there'll be an extra minute probably added on. I mean, as Alex Ferguson would say, this is squeaky bum time, you know?
Oh, yes, squeaky bum time. That's exactly what it is. So I'm thinking maybe it's probably has about 60 seconds left.
Yeah, good
which
win
feels
there.
like 60
good win
years
there from Dykes.
For Scotland.
We just need to keep the ball.
This is where McTominay uses experience, his physicality.
Nice there, but then he needed the support by somebody, and you can't
He
put that ball as far up in the corner as you can. Yeah, definitely. That's what I would have done there.
Yeah.
Now get organised, squeeze them in, and as I say, the whistle's starting to go around the stadium.
Yes, the crowd are willing the ref to blow that whistle, folks.
The referee, I'm sorry, the goalkeeper now in trouble though, yeah, and Scotland will take that all day long.
That's perfect for Scotland. Keeper had no choice, forcing that
error. Heart beating so hard, but I mean, we'll take this first 3 points of the group if he blows the whistle. Let's see. And Scotland will take this, yeah. Ideally, take every second here. The referee telling him to come. Just hold that ball.
Nice passing here.
Oh, it's a ball there for McTominay. It'll be a goal kick, but now get everybody behind the ball. Goalkeeper's going to take this as quickly as possible. Just waiting for that referee now to blow the whistle.
Route 1 for Haiti.
Need to win this ball though. Yes, good win there at the back. Scottish player just saying he wants a free kick.
Come on, is the whistle going to blow, folks?
Yes,
is it?
And the first 3 points for Scotland. Love it, absolutely
James.
love it.
High five for James, folks.
Yes. I mean, it was a hard fought. Was it pretty? No, it was not. But I will take it every day of the week.
Scotland, James, listen, I won't lie.
No Scotland, no party.
We have no Scotland, no party. So, folks in the chat, we have started off this campaign for Scotland with a 1-0 victory over Haiti. A lot of people in the chat were supporting Haiti, but, obviously tonight, James and I are supporting Scotland. James is from Scotland. There's going to be a crazy party. We're going to see James in his gear just now, and we're going to chat for a couple minutes. But this is very, very... I mean, this is perfect for Scotland, with the draw. Psychologically, being on top of the table right now, heading into 2 tough games against Brazil and Morocco. I think Scotland, this is the perfect start. It will calm their nerves and definitely give them a bit more confidence, a lot more confidence heading into the next game.
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll have to do a lot more against the other 2 teams. I mean, you could see that, but you know what? You'll take the 3 points because it gives you something. No goals against a shutout. Defensively, we've done well. Very happy indeed. Yes,
I'm seeing Chris saying let's go. And like I said, James, at the beginning of this game, if I told you we were going to get 1-0 against Haiti, would have been happy with that?
As I say, very happy. I mean, I said 3. I was hoping for 3 goals because ultimately goal difference might come into it, but, it's a good win. I feel sorry for some of the players. There's good performance from the number 4. They did really well in the air. Obviously, experienced goalkeeper in the region, we know, obviously, Placide. I thought Pero did well up top. He won a lot of balls, but he probably never really got that final chance to score. But ultimately, we will take it every day.
Yes, and you see everybody in the stands, James, all the people from Scotland, they're really happy. I feel as if Haiti probably could have turned it on a little bit more a couple of minutes ago, but McGinn, McTominay, and the rest of the team, I think, will be very happy with this. I think they managed the game really well with all things considered, and that's kudos to Scotland, because I think their ability to not let the game get totally away from them, because Haiti has that ability to cause problems, and to me, the fact that they could have only really turned it on in the last 5 minutes shows how well Scotland was able to manage the game, because I'm not saying Haiti didn't create opportunities. There was that one chance towards the end there. But I think
chance,
overall,
just one chance.
Just one chance.
And that's all it took today. One chance to John McGinn.
Correct.
A little ricochet, and we got the result, yeah?
William Wallace will be happy right now. And not the TTFA William Wallace, but the Scottish William Wallace, in case you all are wondering who
and
we're
we're seeing
talking
the
about.
fans really enjoying themselves. And you know what? Football aside, that's what it's all about. You pay your money to go to an event like this trip, and it took a lot of those Scottish fans, they've worked hard every day for probably the last year or two to get there. They'll be delighted. They'll be able to enjoy themselves in Boston tonight. But Steve Clark will be thinking about the next game against Morocco, and then the last game, obviously, on the 24th against Brazil. Now, to be honest, all you need really, you could go through on 3 points, but that one extra point will be enough, I think, to take you through.
Yes.
So we need to get something out of the last 2 games. Do I think we can do it? I think we're going to have to turn up a lot more. I think some of the players look tired today, so they have to, rest a little bit. But you know what? Anything's possible.
Correct. And I'm seeing Joshua saying, looking good, lads. Everybody here, I see Chris, 100, good win, Scotland, let's go. And this is why I said the win is important, even though I was talking about goal difference and all those things. Because of the dynamic of the groups, it gives Scotland a little bit of, gives you that confidence you need, because obviously a win would be ideal. But now, heading into that third place game, the pressure is on Haiti now. They're going to have to get a result, and it will benefit whoever is playing them. Haiti's going to have to try to come out of their shell and get a result, or else, they don't have any chance. And it works in the favor for the other teams. Brazil are going to want to bounce back. Morocco is a very strong team. So, like I said, it's not going to be easy. But James, what do you think, with the upcoming games against Brazil and Morocco, which we'll definitely do one for that as well. How do you think? You know what? Enjoy the moment now. This is a good win.
Yeah. No. I'm just thinking of it from a Haiti point of view, or Haitian point of view, right?
Yeah.
Do you believe you can go get something against Morocco and Brazil? I don't think so. I think they're going to have to come with a complete different game plan, because, obviously Brazil are going to attack a lot quicker. From what I've seen of Morocco, they're a lot more direct. Can this Haitian team, handle that? From what I've seen today, I'm not sure, Scotland, I think we're going to have to work on the set pieces a lot more. We did well to get the result here, but the one thing when I think about Brazil, for example, they don't have, they've got Cunha that came in this earlier on today, but I don't think they'll play with a natural 9 in the coming games. I think somebody else might come in and they'll play as a false 9, which will play into our hands, to an extent. We just have to watch, obviously, the wide areas, which is what worries me, Vinicius Jr. scored an absolute peach today, So, but that being said, you never know. You just never know what can happen in these games.
Yes. You can see everybody in the stands there enjoying themselves, and deservedly so. I think Scotland were the deserved winners today. I'd like to see them go on a good run. We could have a whole bunch of these and have the fans join along with us and enjoy the journey with James, because one of the good things about these types of content is that it's raw, it's unfiltered. You could see James. Although he's composed, I understand exactly how James is feeling, because, as a Trinidad and Tobago fan, you got the victory, but you want to be very calm. You don't want to get too carried away. And, now you can have those hopes about, hey, let's, maybe we could get into the second rounds, and who knows from there. That's the amazing thing about the World Cup. We saw that against the other games. We saw USA folks. Y'all can let us know what you think about that. And of course, we'll be doing our daily wrap-ups where James and I talk about the games, which we'll do tomorrow. We didn't do one tonight, so we'll be wrapping up these games and talking about the other games. We'll be doing our Nets watch along as well. For me, it will be against, Argentina. And then we have one with Terry Fennick, he was former English player, played against Maradona as well. And then, James and I will be doing lots of content. So, we'll chat for a couple of minutes before we wrap things up, because, we want James to bask in that victory and enjoy it.
I was just thinking there, any of the fans out there, on the streams, any questions you have, whether it's regards to this game, the next game, anything, drop it in the comment section, because I am starting to bep out, as you say in Trinidad now. I'm starting to feel a little sleepy. It is late, it's now 10 past 11, but absolutely delighted with the result. Do I think Scotland will get their hands on this? Well, I think we have to do a lot more work, but, you know, everybody's going to be fighting for this. It's important that, you know, who's your favourites? Because, like I say, we've always asked the fans out there, are you a Portugal fan? Are you a Scotland fan, which I'd be very happy with?
Yes.
Are you an Argentina fan? Let us know, because we want to have that interaction.
Correct, folks. And, you know, this is the thing. The World Cup comes around once every 4 years. It's a one time where the entire world kind of stops to do what they're doing. And it's amazing that we have this technology where we could connect with everybody. We're building this EXTV community that we've been working on for a couple of years. And like I said, this would not be possible without any of you in the chat and the people who have supported us for the other games. I know a lot of people follow us in the Trinidad and Tobago games, and we'll be doing a lot of these. Tell us what you like, dislike, and, you know, give us your comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe. We appreciate everything. We take all feedback. And we're always trying to make the streams better and bring new content for you all. We have some esports content. I'm going to do a reaction to the FIFA Netflix game, James. I'll give you guys my thoughts on that. And we have a lot of short form content you'll see on TikTok, where we have our hot takes on things that are going on during the tournament. So, you know, keep supporting us, folks.
Well, I'll be honest, I've not even had a chance to try. I mean, we've been so busy the last few days.
Yep.
I mean, that game came out, I think, on the 11th, which is, you know, virtually 2 or 3 days, you know, and out. So we need to get a chance tomorrow to have a go of it, and then we can talk about it.
Yeah, correct. And, you know, I'll probably take a crack at it, maybe not tonight, because, you know, James and I are going to have to head up the highway at an undisclosed EXTV location, in case you all are wondering where it is. And, you know, like I said, when we're going to do all this content and more, and then you all could meet us up when we have our meetups. We may go to different locations, Smokey and Bunty for sure, and many others as well.
And the other thing is, if there's any fans there that, you know, they want to come on the show, you know, I mean, we could have somebody come and, you know, be on the show with us, you know, whether it's in one of the locations, you know.
Let me stop the clock while you're talking.
But we want that inclusion, that participation from you all. We want you to enjoy it as much, you know, whether it's on the field or off the field. Like I say, if you see us anywhere, come up and say hi. You know, you love the stream, you love the show, because we couldn't do it without you all.
Yes, and, you know, as James said, that I was very humbled. You know, sometimes when I go to buy my drinks, people coming up to me and saying that, and it's very humbling to know that we're connecting with people in a way that they enjoy it. I mean, there's a couple people, and I appreciate the kind comments saying that they like the commentary and the watch-alongs. They're enjoying the content, especially for the Trinidad and Tobago content. And that means a lot, because we do put a lot of effort into this. You know, we're all over the island. There's a lot of setting up that takes place. There's a crew involved. And, you know, we do this for you all. This would not be possible without any of you in the live stream. And like I say, you know, I would like you all, if you haven't done so already, take a moment and be sure to, you know, share with your friends and let people, you know, join in as well. And you can head over to extvmedia.com. We have lots of content where we have write-offs. My most recent one is my analysis of the Argentina team and can they win it. And we have a wonderful relationship with the kind folks of SofaScore who supply us with lots of data so we could, you know, do our analysis. But it's not just sitting down and talking about numbers, but we also have fun and raw reactions like today. And, you know, it's, like I said, it's a lot of fun doing a watch along with an actual Scotsman for a game like this. You know, there's nothing better than this. This is wonderful to experience this with James. And like I said, folks, if there are games you think you all want to see and you think, hey, why don't you all do a watch along for this game or that game, whatever team you're supporting, let us know. And like I said, continue to do those things, because you will get gifts from us. You'll qualify for gifts and prizes. So jerseys and all that stuff.
I'm just thinking the fans obviously talked about they wanted to see me in the kilt. So
yes,
I mean,
yes. Let's see it,
here.
folks.
Make sure it's sitting properly. Yeah. So this is the Scottish kilt now. It is not a dress.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't even know. The camera doesn't do it justice, obviously. But this is our national wear. So I wore it today for the show.
Now, if you come in the middle, they might see it.
I'm just thinking if you could see it more.
Yeah.
Let's start with the change.
So yeah, sporting, everything included there. So maybe I'll put it on for the next few games. We don't know, and maybe we could get. And actually, we just remembered Andre was supposed to put one on.
All
wow,
right.
wow!
You know, as soon as James walked by, I remembered I made a promise, and I feel very bad about that. So next time,
but maybe he shouldn't, because you know he won the game and you didn't put it on. You know?
That's true. Maybe I don't want to jinx it. You know what? I understand that, but I mean, chat. You can let us know. Do you want me? Do you think I'll jinx it if I put it on, or should we? You know, should I? Spectrum kid, I just want to see the look of Andre's face when I beat him 3-0 in FIFA 20. Oh wow! So that's a challenge.
Challenge accepted. Challenge
accepted. So we'll actually here's the thing. We'll probably you know what, Spectrum. I'll probably record this. And maybe we'll put the result online, or maybe play the entire game live. Who knows? So, folks, we have on record Spectrum has challenged me. Gauntlet to the face. Portugal versus Argentina. Wow, very feisty.
I'm just thinking of Broden, if you're on there watching, it's past your bedtime.
Yeah. So, folks, in Trinidad and Tobago, it's 11:14. So, we're going to wrap things up. This is a lot of fun. We've had a lot of fun, and these watch-alongs have really changed the way we interact with everybody. I really appreciate the real engagement, and I know as the tournament goes along, we're going to be building more. So, folks, I want to ask you all to look at the YouTube community. I also created a WhatsApp EXTV group so you all could get the latest updates and links. So that way everybody could get it and keep up to speed on things. When James and I put up posts and so on, you could follow us on our in various social media and all that. And we just have a lot of fun content.
No, well, as I say, so Andre, what about you? I mean, I'm waiting for the fans to give us some more talking points before we go. But what are you looking forward to next? I mean, what's next for you for the World Cup?
I mean, for me, it's no big secret. I'm a massive Argentina fan. So as I'm counting down the days to that first Argentina game, I have my kit over there. I'm going to wear it. I'm going to have a watch along as well. I may bring some of my Argentina boys, or maybe watch it like by myself. James may come down and laugh at me if he wants to. But I generally go nuts during Argentina games, as you all saw. The last video we did at Smokey and Bunty, which reached almost 800,000 views. But I'm looking forward to the Argentina game, of course.
And the interesting thing is, can we recreate that this time around? I mean, we were talking about it. Maybe we go back to Smokey and Bunty's for the final.
Yes.
Hopefully, maybe if we can, Stag and Carib can support it, and we can have an even bigger event this time. I mean, we had a good support the last time, but I think the last time we threw it together pretty quick. But if we plan it now,
and have one of these for the final.
That'd be absolutely fantastic. And then have people actually coming along, talking to us. We could do interviews with them, get our face painted up and make it a huge event.
Correct.
And that's if we don't go to America. You never know. There might be a rich businessman online saying, we need to send these guys to the final. And we'd be happy to go.
We will be happy to go. And, we'll be doing the IRL streams, which we didn't do last time. But we'll be doing it this time. So, people who are not physically there, which will be great if you can, we'll be walking around and just talking to people. Smokey and Bunty's even walk down on the avenue and talk to people as well. And, just do things very differently. And it's not just, as we say in Trinidad and Tobago, just... I realize this, and I have to give you all some credit. A lot of our fans are very intelligent football fans. Sometimes we get caught up in some very deep football discussions on the side of the road after games. And that's a testament to the fans we have out there. Of course, it's okay to be emotional and things like that. So I see Jerichus 1590. Good match by both teams. Nice win by Scotland. Correct. I think I would describe this match as a very solid win for Scotland.
Yeah, I would agree. The one thing I'm just going to say there is, don't be scared to disagree with each other. I mean, but also take it in the spirit of the game. Sometimes we go to events, we go to matches, and we get upset with our partner because they want this team to win and you lost. At the end of the day, I mean, and I will say this: there's a famous quote by a famous manager. If you could tell us. It's the most important of the least important things. Now, that's hard to say sometimes as somebody that loves football, but, we have to get on with our friends after it, so we don't want to get so upset or too wrapped up in it, but we also love what we do. So just remember that when you're arguing with somebody about a game or when you're getting vexed, it is a game, and that's the way the players feel too.
Yes. We get the passion. Trust me, I get it. I experience it. James gets it as well. And we have to remember these things. Sometimes people kind of cross the line, and we have to remember there are more important things at the end. So respect is the key at the end of the day. And I do want to say another shout out to the fans as well, because I noticed in all the chats, even with the Trinidad and Tobago games, even the opposition fans were very respectful in the chat, and even when they were disagreeing, it was friendly banter. It wasn't tasteless, and I appreciate that, and I'm going to encourage that. I know a lot of people try to encourage the nonsense because they want views and so on, but we think as responsible adults, we're going to do our best. We're not going to be boring, don't get me wrong. But, of course, we want to make sure that people treat each other with respect. So I think, we're going to wrap things up because we're going to get James. James has to get to bed and regenerate. This is a whole tournament of this. James is going to, travel and go all over the place. I may as well. So, we'll continue to do this. We'll be having our daily episodes live. And then we'll be having watch-alongs as well. Then we'll be having esports content as well. And apparently I'll have to play Spectrum Kid soon. So we'll set that up as well. And we'll see how it goes. And, lots of content. And we'll be going to some locations as well. We're working on that as well. So continue to support us, subscribe, follow us on the socials. And I will say it one last time. When you do that, you automatically qualify for chances to win a jersey. It could be country, it could be club of your choice, maybe a copy of EA, maybe 27 when it comes out. And, we're trying to get that, folks, and we're going to say that over and over. Our aim is we're going to try to get to 10,000 subscribers at the end of this World Cup. Let us know if you think we can do it. And for those of you who missed the live stream and are joining in afterwards, I know sometimes people miss it. Drop some comments in the comment section. So any final word, James, before we sign out?
Well, I would just say this. No Scotland, no party.
No Scotland,
Aye,
no
lads,
party.
we got it. Very delighted. I will sleep well tonight, but there's a long way to go in the tournament. So thank you again for everybody tuning in. We appreciate you all, because I know some of you would have been one eye on the TV screen, one eye on YouTube watching it as well. We appreciate you, and we look forward to many more.
Yes, folks. So, all right, with that being said, I'm going to sign off and we'll see you all for the next games. So let's do this. And it's very raw. So I'm going to do this manually.
The cars will be fast, fierce, and just as jaw-dropping.